guys, welcome back to the Imaxit Football channel. I'm your host JD. If you're new, please do smash that like button, share, and also subscribe. And all of our avid fans, keep on doing that great work of sharing the contents far and wide. We really and truly appreciate it. All right. So today, what we have on the chopping block, we have Banning Cup yet again. We have to give you some scores, and we have to talk about Mr. Whisper yet again. We have to talk about Craig Butler. We have to talk about who looked a little bit more poised to win the Manning Cup, because remember I told you I'm getting game by game by game by game. We have to chop up an award that Mr. Andre Blake got, and we definitely have to talk about the team, the Reggae Boyz team, and where they are at this point in their getting together for the Argentina game. All right, so welcome to the Imaxit family. All right, so we have 95 gaming already checked in. Massive respect, 95 gaming. Hope all is well with you and your family. All right, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna go get straight into the we are going to get straight into the Manning Cup first, so we can give off those scores and then go through the additional necessary information for you guys, because this is the start of the stream. All right, yes man, so thanks for being here. Yes. All right, anyways, so these are the results from Wednesday, September 21st, 2022. Calabar 1-6-1 over Arden. I told you that Calabar team better than the rest of the teams, all right, below them, all right. And then I said I think George's looked a little bit frail, and I do believe that KC will top them. Oh, but I still can't say KC look like the definitive favorites for the Manning Cup. I have to be honest. Based on what I'm seeing, I saw a lot of teams close by. All right. So the KC went to 3-1 winners over Meadowbrook. KC still constantly conceding goals. And I do believe that their midfield it looks like they do have talent, yes, but I think it's still taking a while to really fit in. At point I can see little gaps and stuff. Maybe they need to tighten it up a little bit more, but with more games I think they're going to get better. But KC, they continue their winning ways, and as you know, the title says, Whisper struck a stunner there. Very, very good goal yet again. So we have to still ask you yet again if Whisper deserve to be in the Manning Cup, or he's just bigger than the Manning Cup at this point. And at the same time, you have to still talk about Mr. Craig Butler. But we're going to get back to that specific game, because that's the one that we definitely have the information on, which is the Whisper game. All right, yes. So Kevin Jones, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. And Blue Art. The KC man, them in the building. All right, big up. All right. So 3-1, deserving 3-1 for KC there. Then you have Waterford stunned Georges 3-2. Wow, damn. I thought they would have drawn a game, and I never knew that they would have lost the game, but they drawn that game nonetheless. All right, yes. We are not seeing any score for St. Mary Cedar Grove. Obviously, maybe that has not been played as yet. And then now you have Holy Trinity 2, St. JC 4. So even though JC started off looking very much solid, they still concede in this one. So let me know, guys, if you had a chance. Because what I'm going to do, I'm going to rely on a lot of you guys to give me the information for the games them that's not aired on TV. Because you are the ones that force me to make sure I cover this, So you have to make sure you at least watch 1 and 2 matches. So guys need to support your school, and then we can put it together and have some nice shows. All right, yes. But all the TV shows, the TV aired games, I will always be watching them, because I've gotten some information from personnels inside the Manning Cup that gave me all the TV listed games, so I can actually pull it up, because they do like how I do break down things, and they said that I should do it, because they're happy when I do certain things. So I guess we are going to be covering it at least 1 or 2 times, not every day, but 1 or 2 times per week, because the work is very, very tough. All right, then we have Tuffy Rudy in the building. Big up, thanks for being here. And then we have Eagle Republic, the information boss, JD. I remember Whisper's father had concern over unscrupulous agents lurking around Whisper when he was in England. However, I believe Whisper being in Jamaica is a backward move no growth. All right, so man saying it's no growth at all. All right, guys, as they come in, make sure to smash that like button, share, and definitely subscribe. As I've said, it's always 200 we're trying to aim for when it comes on to the content. No crack here. All right, yes, man, and we think we need what, a few more subscribers to reach 2,000. Definitely do that for us as well. And we have scheduled our watch along game already. So once you're there, you just drop a like on that as well. All of those options are always free. All right, yeah, man. Then we have Pagan checking in as well. Massive respect, big boss Pagan. All right, yes. So Norman Manley, 3-0 over Spanish Town at Prison Oval. And then you have Stats, that's my team. 2-2 drawn game with Jonathan Grant. And then we are going to go and look at the actual table at this point. All right, yes. We have to look at the table at this point. The standings. Where is the standings? So we can see KC tapping it because obviously Georgie's had a good amount of goal difference. So that was a big advantage they had at one point. Let me maximize this thing so you can get to see it a little bit better. Sorry if that it kind of affects you. I think this should be good for you, but I can still bring it one. No, I will do it like that, so it will be good enough for you. All right. So KC sits on top after 3 games. All right, 9 points after 3 games and goal difference 10. Scored, conceded 2, so +8. Waterford sits in second spot. No losses as yet. 1 drawn game, 2 wins. They have conceded 3 and scored 7, so they are in a +4 goal difference. And then you have Georges that scored 1,000,000 goals in third spot, and this is our boy from Waterhouse and also under 20 Fuzzy's team. So what say you guys? Alex, no, it's people reach out and bad me up, so I guess, and they sent me all the necessary information, and obviously I can get to watch the specific games that will be in my title. I'm not going to tell people that I can get all the games because I know I can't, and you know I can't, so you have to just help me if you get to watch a next game, and that's all. So we are going to do this series together 1 or 2 times per week, and if we can incorporate it with our show. All right, yes, man. All right, so just please smash the like button as you come in so we can get the likes up and get the visibility out there. Let me try to share this for you guys. All right, let me make sure to share it right here. Copy. 1 second, guys. Let me just share this. Yep. Let me just share this and then we can get the people here. Cause YouTube always playing up with our streams without not sending any notifications out. Terrible, man. All right, so that's out there, and let me send it on the right here. So that's good. All right, so you know the program, guys. It's always maximum 3 hours, between 2 and 3 hours. Yes, so make sure to tune in. Then you have Calabar. This is Brain Drain's team. After 3 games played, they are on 4 points, a loss, a draw, and a win. So let me know, guys, if you saw that Calabar looks good enough to get 2 more wins, consecutive, and put themselves back into at least some condition, I should say. Let me know, guys. I do. Arden is done and Meadowbrook is done at this point. All right, so they are gonna just be there trying to get a point and upset other personnel, but I don't think they are going to do much from this point. All right, so let me know who you think will go through in this group, because yesterday I stuck by my KC when KC was actually below Georges. So it simple means I am watching the football correct. All right. So don't let me turn a legend for the Money Cup as well. You know. All right, Devon Smith, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. All right, Alex, he loves that I'm covering. Let me know, guys, if you want me to continue cover it at least the 2 times. Not because remember we cannot forget our normal contents, and I have to do other contents as well. Chavis, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. All right, massive respect. Who is the head coach of Georges? I saw them on CVM and on TVJ. They said it's him, but I know it should be Never Bell. So let me know, guys, if it's Fuzzy or Never Bell. Which one of the two is the actual head coach of the team? Let me know, guys. Let me know. All right. Let me know, guys. All right. All right, so that's good right there. Sian Bowen, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Bell, okay, Bell is the head coach, but why CVM and TVJ keeps putting it up? Because I thought he got an upgrade. Okay, so it is Bell. All right, all right. Then we have Jason Guna in the building. Massive respect. What's the KFC result? The KC result. Just joining 3-1. Whisper did play good in it. A few other players played well, I would say. But I still would stuck. If you watch the KC game, who you would give the man of the match or the youth of the match for that tournament? Let me know. Let me know. So guys, let we go through the groups. Just work with me, guys. Who you think will win this group? KC, Waterford, JC, Calabar. Let me know, guys. All right. KC sits on 9 points over 3 games. Who you think will win it? Yesterday I've asked a few questions. I asked this question. I thought a few personnel came on board with the KC with me as well. Yes, so all of you guys, you're genius when once you bet with me. JD, me notice when you talk about Whisper tearing up the Manning Cup, Mr. Speedface look upset. Oh, why would you like to create drama? Why would you like to create drama? Never Bell is the head coach and Fuzzy is the assistant coach. So that means CVM need to fix that up. Can't wait to see Georges versus Mona. That will that one Georges versus Mona. No, but Georges Mona not in the same group. Not in the same group as yet. So that won't happen for now, if at all. We have to wait and see. Fuzzy normally does the post-match interview. Okay, okay. Then we have Jobless in the building. Massive respect, big boss. All right. Let me make sure me know that I did post that. All right. So I did post it. All right. All right. So let me take off one because the Suriname one, most people won't click it. All right. Yes. Jobless. Big up yourself. Thanks for being here, big boss. Then KC will win the group. All right. All right. A few person came back with me. Remember, rule of thumb, hit the like button as you come in. All right. Yes, man. But maybe you have a lot of people, as I told you yesterday, people come here for see me get angry. 40 stop in the group. All right. Laugh out loud. And then Jason said, Georges versus Mona would have happened in the next phase, but it could happen, I guess. Okay, okay, okay. Well, I think it's going to be a tough one. Let them play out because I strongly believe that we might get a surprise in this group. All right, I do believe that KC will go through because I got the chance to see all of these teams that KC played against so far. And obviously the others, that their KC will get a whole load of goals on some of these teams. You get me? Yes. So their goal difference will go up, just like St. George's, just the same, in my opinion. All right. So that is Group A. So Group B at this point, you have Jamaica College. They played 3 games and 7 points, drawn one, won two. Goal difference plus 15, 17 scored, 2 conceded. Sent catching and 7 points as well. But they scored 4 goals, conceded none. All right. Obviously, that you have to factor in who they actually played at the time, because that's what I've realized in all of the groups. So some teams played the games that the teams that conceded a lot. They got the win, but also bumped up their scores. So sometimes you believe that they are the better team. But once I saw Georges and KC, I said that I think that KC can top them. You get me? It's not going to be a pushover if Georges should win the game. You understand me? Yes. And I think they are going to top the group based on that. And I think it's the similar thing for this group as well. All right. Yes. I do believe some of these teams are going to trouble other teams in the group. So JC at the top. JC definitely look like one of the better teams so far. St. Catherine looked like a solid team. St. Diego is a team that you can't count out. You understand me? I don't think you can count them out. Holy Trinity sits in fourth, and Cedar Grove and also St. Mary College, they are going to face off in their third match of the tournament. So we will see who sits bottom after that one. All right. But for now, St. Diego, St. Catherine, and JC will be the runners to win this group. Who you will go with? I will have to go for the safe bet, which is Jamaica College. I do believe that they have some good players. From what I saw, St. Catherine looks like they are a fit team. A fit team. Maybe they still need a little work based on what I saw there. Diego, I have to see Diego. I'm gonna look on when they have the TV game so I can watch the full game for Diego. I don't know when they're gonna get the full TV game. So I'm gonna look out for Diego fully to watch them against maybe one of the lower tier teams. And then I can decide from there. But who you going for in Group B, guys? Let me know. All right, let me see who in the chat. Top two go through in each zones. Waterford did well. Oh, it's a question. Mona, a good team. Butler boys are machines. if you lock out KC wing, they can't be beat. If you lock out KC win, they can be beat. Okay. Yeah, but I said I saw their midfield, and I'm not so impressed with their midfield. I know they can get better, but they are winning all the games. So if a team winning all the games, and we are saying that they can get better, you might have to still put them up there as one of the favorites, to be honest. JC will top this one as well. Which is more competitive, Manning Cup or DaCosta Cup? I don't know nothing about the DaCosta Cup. I'm going to learn. Remember, I'm not there, so I have to learn. So I will call back the personnel them that deals with Manning Cup. I don't come here act like I'm an official. I'm a superstar of the Manning Cup. I would not do that. All right. Yes, I just looked at some games, and because we're talking about players that we normally talked about regardless of the Manning Cup, so it's easier for us to do our job. Ili Selassie and 7 points so far. All right. Charlie Smith and 7 points as well. Bridgeport and 4 points. Tivoli and 3 points there. Eden Dalton and 3 points. And Vauxhall. Damn. Ili Selassie have been turned into a very good team. Yes, Charlie Smith has constantly been a good team for the last 30 years. Yes, Charlie Smith has always been a good team. Always over the last 30 years. I thought in the last 30 years they only have a 5-year spell. Not consecutive, but maybe 2 or 3 years. Like 3 years they were kind of low, and then after that the next 2 years. But out of that entire 30 years, Charlie Smith has always been a good team. Bridgeport, Tivoli. I want to say this group is a tough group. This group is a tough group. So I don't know how tough the DaCosta Cup looks, but I want to say the Manning Cup might be a little bit more challenging. Boss Thomas, I want to say that because if you have these teams in one group, Haile Selassie, that became a good team over the last few years. Charlie Smith has always been a good team. Bridgeport rose to prominence maybe for what I would say solid, like consistent. You can say you always have good development at Bridgeport. I want to say 2004 or 2003. I think 2004. Bridgeport has become a feeder school, so they always produce good teams. And then Tivoli always have talent. So I want to say that based on how much solid teams I'm seeing in groups, I want to say the Manning Cup might be a little bit stronger. If you know more than me, which you might, because I don't know much, definitely let me know which one I think is more competitive, the DaCosta Cup or the Manning Cup, guys. Let me know. All right. So, and who you think will win this group, guys? Who you think will win this group? Let me know. All right. It seems that Dujuan Richards is a top striker in the country. I am very disappointed that I cannot get to watch the game either live or delay. Or local or cable channel should be overflow. So hold on there. How can I get games by searching for it and you in the country can't get game? How that possible? It's on YouTube, Richie post all 50 minutes out of the clips, so you can get the game. So what are you talking about? I don't know. Charlie Smith team with Bonzi, Pele, Chinsu, but that's a long time. Most people watching this video, the younger kids, them don't even remember those guys. That's a long time. But I'm talking about, look, hold on. Yes, man. Craig Hunter did go to Charlie Smith. He left from Jonestown because back then, yeah. Craig Hunter did go to Charlie Smith. So yeah, Craig Hunter came back in recent time. Craig Hunter maybe played Manning Cup what 2006, 2007. Um, Bassa, Bassa usually go Charlie Smith as well. Bassa. So you had Chinsu and you have Craig Hunter era. You have Bassa era. So that's what I'm saying. Charlie Smith has always have good teams. Always. Those are long time, guys. But those are very good players in history. Norman Manley and Charlie Smith has always have very, very good team. Barnes was his name. Okay. It's a hard group, JD, but Charlie Smith will top the group. Okay, so Eli Selassie leading right now based on goal difference, but you said the Charlie Smith. All right. Why am I watch Trinidad school? I don't know. Maybe they have rights for the Trinidad schoolboy. But guys, please take a little time out. I know it's early, but please take a little time out. Smash the like button, get the visibility out there, get it to 100 likes very fast so we can aim towards the 200 likes. Please and thanks. All right. Yes. Manning Cup is Bush League. Okay, so you don't like the Manning Cup. All right, fair enough. Wolf and Cummins mash up Manning Cup. All right, all right. Uh, a beer old man like you in the chat. Okay. Well, all of the people know all of all right, all right. The game are not on TV. Sportsmax carrying Trinidad schoolboy. Okay. Maybe I will try and find the game for you because you're in the in Bassa. Bassa did go to Charlie Smith, so that definitely goes out the window there. All right. So you said Charlie Smith will win this one. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's see. I'm gonna try and get some game on them. Then you have stats on 7 points after 3 games played. Norman Manley and Stats in same group. They always do that over the years, Manley and Stats has to be in the same group. Maybe because of the distance travel, just one street up the road, and you're back at Norman Manley. Yes, so that's why. And Jonathan Grant on 4 points. Tarrant and 3 points. Dunun and 3 points. And Spanish Town. The furthest out of all, yeah, Jonathan Grant and Spanish Town, the furthest out of it, but all of the other guys, teams them close by. Yes, so far, St. Angie Technical, I'm going to be a little bit biased. I have to go with my school. St. Angie Technical will be winning this group hands down because since 2004, our team has been consistent straight away. Stats will stay on top of the zone. Of course. You can't ask anybody else that. I'm gonna be biased. St. Angie Technical all the way. Guys, let me know what say you. Based on the football that they're playing, am I right? You will go with St. Angie Technical? Let me know, guys. All right. And then you have Group E. Mona. Hi. This is Mr. Butler's Mona. 3 wins out of 3. 21 goals scored. 3 conceded. Goal difference 18. And then you have Wolmer's in the same group, 3 games, 3 wins, 6 goals scored, 0 conceded. So let me know if you watch Wolmer's and you watch Mona, which one you think is a better team? Because I told you sometimes you play the weaker team first, score a lot of goals first. We are not playing though, Mr. Butler. It's super achievement. Don't get me wrong. I'm just asking because maybe you guys watch these games live and you can give me difference. All right. Yes. And then Idel here on 6 points after 3 games, and they scored 11 and conceded 4, and they're on +7 goal difference. So that explains exactly what I'm trying to say. Papine on 1 point, -5 goal difference. Camperdown, -1 point, -9 goal difference. Kingston I, -17 goal difference after 3 games played. So you see what I'm talking about. You saw that some of the teams are significantly weaker than the rest. All right. So and clearly Mona played one of those teams already. So that bunk up their tally, which is 21 goals. They scored 9 in 1. Yes, so that pushed them over the top. But I do believe when I watch them, I do believe that they are equally as good as what the stats says right now. But I have to still put that out there so people can chop it up in the comment section. You get me? I have to still put it out there. I think Mr. Butler doing a very good job, and I do believe that they are going to win over Wolmers, and they are going to win the group. I do believe so, and that will make a big statement because the Wolmers team is a good team, just the same. All right. I am saying we should have TV cameras at many games. Okay, no problem, no problem. Mr. Blake. Even though I want to vote Norman Manley to go to go against JD School. Nope, St. Andrew Technical winning that thing. All right, JD, your team is so unlucky over the years, but a really good team. Yes, man, Martin, I can tell you, man. Um, that's how I bumped in Mr. Leader and Wagga back in the 100th century, Yes, that's so I know it. I knew them, Yes, because of those history. I'm not going to tell you which year, but because of those history. All right. Mona is better. It appears. All right. All right. All right. But just listen to what I'm saying here, because you saw the same thing played out with Georges and KC, and I told you that I don't believe that Georges is better than KC based on what I saw. And you saw that Bridgeport, was it Bridgeport? No, man, Waterford. It was Waterford defeated them 3 goals to 2. All right, so that is something that could happen in this group. So don't call it too fast. I can't wait for Woolmans versus Mona, Jerome Waite versus Craig Butler. 2 good coach going at it. All right, all right. So guys, who you think will top this group? Just drop it now, guys. We have 86 people here, and we only have 5 people commenting. What's going on? What's going on with you guys' finger? It's not working today. Let me know, guys. I am going with Mr. Butler. I am going with Mr. Butler. So let me know what's up. What's up? Who you're going with? I am going with Mr. Butler. All right. So let me know, guys. Before we move on, who you're going with? All right. Mr. Butler or Jerome Waite. All right. Ace says he's going with Mona. Andrea going with Mona. All right. So, we're not hearing anything else. We should at least get tone bias is here. Like, Jesus God, guys, I promise you next week when I'm doing this again, I will be talking about DaCosta Cup because I will learn as much. Just give me a little time to learn, guys. I don't want to come and do things that I don't know about. All right? Yes. Yes. So just give me a little time, man. I know you have countrymen in the chat, and countrymen is not by disrespect. All right, I just I'm from Kingston. Um, that's how we call it. So it's no disrespect. All right, yes. And CC has to come here with his like a disruptive ass to come be telling people about country tone bias. It's no tone bias, man. Come on, man. We're going to look at the DaCosta. All right, we're going to go look at it. We're going to look at the DaCosta and make sure I see these countrymen commenting in the chat. All right, because I'm only doing what I know, and you guys still fighting me. Please just let us see the names. No problem, Ace. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. But I've started the stream to say you guys need to help me. So you guys need to watch the games and then come here and tell me how those games went. But I only can watch one. I'm in Belgium, so I can't see all of the games, and I can't drive around Jamaica to go all of the games. Yeah. Excelsior, 7. Campion College, 5. Kingston Technical, 4. Jose Marti, 4. Cumberland, 3. And Clancarty, 1 point. Excelsior, see, I think if you have to play it safe, you have to go with Excelsior there. All right. So let me know. Just pick out that group, and then we can go over to the DaCosta one. All right. Yes, my goodness. And then we can move on to the Blake and also talk about Whisper a little bit, and then go into the Jamaica Reggae Boyz. All right. Mona top the zone. Tone bias. Mona, Shamari went for as well. Jerome Waite for my money. All right, you just want to be different. That you can come back here and tell people that you're different. All right, JD, you're playing it safe. No, 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 no. I'm not afraid of Mr. Butler. I don't believe they're gonna win, I will say it. Brian Burke, big of yourself. Thanks for being here. DNA in the building. I'm going with Mona. All right. 16 Sport Lab. Are you that? I don't even know what 16 means. Mr. Butler, may I go with? All right, Shamari. Yes, man. That is very good. We're going to try and get the DaCosta one over here. All right. Let me see. DaCosta. Let me see the games. All right, so these are the teams. Let me see with the standings. Okay, okay, this is good. Zone A of the DaCosta Cup. You have Cornwall College after 3 games played, 6 points, 2 wins and a loss there. A goal difference, 9, which they scored 11 and conceded 2 there. You have Irwin Hallen, I think. Irwin Allen, yes, 6 points as well. 2 games played, so they still have one more to go to match up with Cornwall College there. They're already on 6 points because 2 wins. Field goal 3, and they have conceded none. Green Pan 6 points after 3 games, just the same, but they scored only 5 goals, conceded 3. So plus is +2 here. St. James 4 points. 4 points, yes. 3 games played, 1 win, 1 draw, 1 loss. Field goal, which is 3 there, and goal against, which is actually 2, so they only on +1. And Maldon on +1, no, 1 point with -2 goal difference. And Anchovy, they are on 0 points after 3 games played, and they are on -13. They have yet to score a goal. All right. Yes. So based on all of you guys' knowledge of the DaCosta Cup, who you think will win it? Cornwall College and Irwin Hallen. Allen, yes, that's his name, yeah. Yes. So why people always said Edwin Allen and it's Irwin Allen? Because we couldn't. Okay, it's good. I saw the name. Yes, because I could have swore people usually call it Edwin Allen. All right. So who will win this group, guys, based on your you guys' knowledge? Because I'm gonna write down what you tell me, and then I will go and research for myself. So Mr. CC, Cornwall College. Oh God. Let me hear what CC will go with now, because I think CC stands for Cornwall College. 2 different school. It's 2 different school. Okay, thank you very much. All right. So I'm actually learning about schools in Jamaica. You see, that's why I'm telling you, I'm a town man. I'm not a countryman. All right. Yes. Irwin Allen, Edwin Allen. So Irwin and Edwin Allen is 2 different schools. Okay, no. All right, thanks. Who will win this? No, JDCC is Clarendon College. Jesus Christ. That's why I said I never wanted to do it, because I know nothing about these schools. All right, so you guys die with laughter. Guys, smash the like button, because you know you're a laugh after me. When you tell me to go and look on something which you know I know nothing about, and because I'm too honest, told you guys that I don't know nothing, then you force me to do it over and over. All right, let me see. You see, you Ace, you are the one that caused that. All right, you should have just waited for the next turn, and then I would have gotten it. Countryman is here. CC, Campion College, from Uptown, to take the zone with a shocker 14-year-old kid in attack. Look like a good player. All right, thanks very much for that. Do they keep track of the top scorers in the Manning Cup? Yes, man, I do believe so, but I don't see it on the website. But the fact that they have a website here, they are doing good. They are doing good. It's a big start. Mona, best team in schoolboy football. Give it little time. Give it little time. My bias through my team never start good yet. All right, all right. Sorry, guys. Listen. Let me take out the countryman thing out that. All right. Yes. Let we don't go there. All right. Let we stay on the respectful side. At countrymen, from day one, it is like that. Kingston, a western side of the island, best of Jamaica. Oh God, no, I'm not gonna read out that, guys. If you're a countryman, it's nothing. All right, it's not a problem, nothing at all. All right, it's okay to come from country. I do believe that most of the countrymen are better than the town men. You know, they behave a little bit better. Maybe not. I don't know about now because I'm not in the country, but before I would say so. We are terrible in Kingston with behavior. With behavior, that is. Zonia well tight. All right, Cornwall College ain't good. So if they ain't good, Travis, how are they at the top at this point? Why you just come here to talk all sorts of madness? Two different schools. Thank you very much. You're so fast, you guys ready to correct me? All right. Erwin and Edwin Allen is not the same. All right. Mr. Jason, thank you very much. All right, two different schools. CC will still win. All right. So CC will still win. All right. Thank you, Ace. Erwin Holland. And tell you what, Jason, that's where you get his name wrong. Is Arlant. So it's not Erwin Holland. It's not the same. All right. uh, Erwin in Clarendon and Edwin in Clarendon and Erwin in St. James. Thank you very much, Jaya. CC is Clarendonian. CC is Clarendonian. No, JD, CC is Clarendon College. Thank you very much. Listen to me. Let me just come off of this topic very fast. So much of you guys don't have to correct me. In my next streams, you're gonna tell me that I don't know country schools. All right, Erwin. All right, you know what, Karim? When guys, you can't read above and see that people corrected me already. Stop it. All right, Mario Williams. I know it is two different schools by now. I've learned that. So thanks very much that I did this. So I learned about more schools in Jamaica. All right. CC is Clarendon College. Anything else? A Carib Cement. All right, CC with jokes. All right. Stets will win. Okay, but we don't move on to stats as yet. We are doing zone A so far. And I have to go to the comment section because you guys are trouble. Guys, make sure to smash the like button, guys. Remember, 200 likes is the target, man. Why are you guys doing me so bad, man? Let me look at the likes at this point. 65. Come on, guys, man. Get me to 100 before the hour so we can chop up the next hour and go past the 200, all right? Because you guys requested this series, you know. And if you want me to keep on covering these schoolboy things and you make fun of me, you definitely have a like the video. Edwin Allen, my school that produced Gregory Messam. Thank you very much. JD, it's not too late for you to learn. I know that. I know that. I know that, of course. Imaxit, mind you. No. Oh, Earling Allant. That it can produce different ways. And if you're in English, it's different. He pronounced his name, so he doesn't need to go on the internet and see it. And Dale Gillett. Yes, JD. Erwin. Hi. Oh my God. I have to shut down this slide. This is the first time I've gotten so much correction in my life on YouTube. Jesus Christ. I can't even pass. The website is up years ago. Okay. All right. Orlando Nicholas. Thanks for being here. Jamaica College still the team to beat. All right. They are okay, but I don't think they look like the best team. But as you know, after time, they will get better. Yes, but let's see. I do think Mona, Casey looks good. Up until this point, George's did look good. You know, nothing wrong with countryman. Listen to me, no, I'm not calling anybody countryman. I'm very sorry. Then we have the pastor in the building said check in. Big up to you as well. Massive respect. People boasting about town and they always fighting for food. Listen to me, Dr. Europe. Please, let me just finish. I've made a mistake. I will never say countryman again in my life. I never knew people took it so personal. I never knew that. I'm very sorry. My fault, all right? My fault. And guys, If you don't know this program, you can also call in and educate me as well. I will put a number right here so you can call in. We have systems that can take your call and you can hear yourself on the phone line. So this is the number. We will drop the number right there so you can save it and call us on WhatsApp. All right. That is the number so far. All right. Yes. Uh, Clarendon College playing the best schoolboy soccer in Jamaica at the moment. Okay, all right, Clarendon College. This is a good topic for you, JD. You are learning new things. Yeah, maybe that's a true thing. I should leave. No, I'm not going to leave big football alone. I'm not going to. I'm not going to do it. Nope. Irwin and Greenpan going through. That makes no logical sense. Okay. DaCosta Cup zone go through the whole alphabet, JD. Okay. Arden will win the Manning Cup in my dreams. Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Ian. Well, go back to sleep. Ian need to go back to sleep. It can be making fun of or educating. No, it's making fun just at the same time. But I'm being you guys are teaching me something. There are two CC. Mr. Pastor, you don't need to tell me that. Pastor, please God, don't tell me again. All right? Yes, don't tell me. Because I've learned it already. Your head must hat you for all those conk you get for correction in the DaCosta segment. I am done with it. I'm not doing nothing more until I've learned it. All right. I don't come on YouTube to make mistakes. All right. Dwayne Thomas, thanks for being here. Massive respect, big boss. Hope all is well with you and the family. JJ in the building. All right, guys. So we are almost having 100 people here. Please do get the likes up on the video. All right. So that is zone A so far. We can't even get a chance to go on the Andre Blake and the Reggae Boys as yet. Wow, you guys took up all the time. And we are doing our 2 hours and a half maximum. All right. So the zone B now, you have Rossies, 3 wins out of 3, 9 points, 16 goals scored, 0 conceded. So they are in goal difference 16. So they are doing pretty much good. Froome played 2 games so far, 6 points. They have scored 16 already. So that means when they do play their third game, and if they do win it, they will be leading based off just what they have to do, because you have to score to win the game. So you will go at least plus 17 on the chart there, and you will be at the top. And you have Green Island played 2 games. They are in 3 points here. They scored what? They scored 1 and conceded 2. So they are on -1. And you have Opwell here, played 3 games, lost all 3, and conceded 15, scored none. So that's a -15 there. And you have Merlin Atti, played 2 games so far, conceded 16 after those 2 losses, and scored none. So they are on -16 there. So clearly the winners will be coming from either From or Rossies. So let me know, guys, which one of those teams you think will win it in the end. All right. Yes. Arden will win Manning Cup in the next 4 years. Okay, all right, all right. Progressive youth, thanks for being here. St. Catherine, hi all the way. All right. Hope you guys got the number. I placed it down there so I can take this back off at this point. All right. Yes, please smash the like button. Get us to the 200 likes that we normally aim for. That would be great. And definitely subscribe. Let me see how much subscription we need to pass 2,000. We need to pass 2,000. I think we have waited. Even though, yeah, we need to pass 2,000. I think. Let me see here. We are at 120. We are at 129. So we need 70 more subscribers to pass 2,000. Yes. So we need to pass 2,000. JD, if you were not on point most other times, this beating would be so fun for the chat. All right. Russia will win. Brother, Russies. So what kind of Russia you talk about, brother? Martin, Martin, no matter what. Yes, Rossies will talk. Listen to me. The man says Russia. Where Russia come from? We are in Jamaica. Kai Miles is 14 years old. From Campion College. Looks good. All right. Yeah, you told me about him and I wrote it down. So I need to investigate it. All right. Yes. Thank you, Orlando Nicholas. Forgot his name. All right. Um. Ambitious Osler said, "Bad mind, JD. Ambitious. Why not top come on my channel, brother? And go sell a Jordan and buy a house, or go buy a TV, or go buy a bigger screen. All right, and go give your woman. All right, be ambitious. Yeah, come on from my channel and go and buy a business. You look at crosses. You spend too much money on Jordans, and they can't afford nothing else, not even credit. Top two going through. Big Dylan. Big Dylan. Let me go. Big deal and big up yourself. All right. Yes. Thanks for being here. Jeremy and Russian. KC a win Manning Cup. Russian. They look like one of the better teams. Are all and the calls are going to be limited to 5 minutes. So, Pastor, you can call in after if you want to spend longer than 5 minutes. All right, Pastor.
Yes.
Yes, you have to. Yes,
I
you have to call in patches, because other people are calling. That
yes.
line is
Yes.
running,
Yes.
Pastor. All right.
I won't. I won't take 5 minutes on this call. Um, I just wanted you to know that Rossi's High School is the Russia in Jamaica. They got that name long, long time ago, and for those persons who, for those persons who want to continue to check out people credentials. When I was at the agricultural school, it was Nakalva Agricultural
Why
School
the
that
Blakes
took
them
out
always want
Rossi's
to talk about
team.
themselves? We are on a show. What does have to do with Pastor?
Listen, listen to what I am saying, please. Rossi's would have won the Costa Cup 1990, except that in their preseason, they came to the agricultural school and tried to behave like Russia. And we had to show them we don't negotiate with terrorists on our compound. And we dismembered the Russians team in preseason. So they didn't do so well 1990 as they had planned to do. I was a part of that agricultural school team that taught them a lesson. But they are the Russia. They very good ancestry. They have very good ancestry in schoolboy football. Russies is top the Costa Cup team. Top the Costa Cup team.
Okay, all right.
Um,
All right,
yeah.
Pastor. Call back later, Pastor. All right.
But
Call
yes,
back
man, will
later,
do,
big
will
man.
do.
All right. All right, that was Pastor. Let me go through the comment section. Guys, please get me past 100 before the hour mark as you come in. If you just remember the like button, as we definitely help. I heard someone tell you about our mother. If you have to tell us about our mother, maybe you're not intelligent enough to listen to what we're saying, you can just leave. I know you will have a lot more people that you don't have to tell about the mother doing this stream. All right? Yes. So you can go those places. All right. Khalid was what a go on JD. Zone D and my zone from the DaCosta Cup. All right. Yes, no problem. Respect. And remember, guys, this is not the way this channel don't run like how Jamaica run. Yeah, if you come here and you tell people your mother you have to buy a new phone or you have to buy a new name or you have to buy a new fingernail because you're going to get black from this channel. We don't need to tolerate certain things. You come here to learn and have a vibes and be international. You say you better learn how to behave. Beat him again. Yes, because people beat me up. Yes. A nickname. All right. A Russia. Okay. I never knew nothing. Nothing. Laugh out loud, JD. That is their nickname. Oh God. So me get a beaten again. Oh my God. You're the one of them say the nickname. All right. So Rossi's equal Russia. Let me make sure I do write that down so I can't get it equal Russia. Jesus God. That's the name that I don't want to call, but All right. Khalido said, okay, yes, Khalid, I've learned ambitious hustler, a chat of him mouth. Know her himself. All right. Yeah, man. Russia is their nickname. Uh, Skinny Dylan. One take is 5 min. So Pastor get more. Yes, no, I'm just true. I saw other calls coming in. All right, yes, but I had to block a person. They're coming talking about mother and with his clown self. Yes, come out from a channel, man. A big idiot. JD stats man here. All right, Damak, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Me and my friend should have been on the winning team, but I was playing for Boys Town and my friend for Volvo in the Premier League. And Aliman said school and school only. Okay. All right, all right, all right. We know that. We know the history. So that means a while they play Manning Cup. Okay. All right. Big up. Bessas, massive respect. And people, moderators, any one of those clones coming here cursing swears words, just block them because those are not the people and those are not the people that we want to give ear time for Jamaica to show, we want to show the good side of Jamaica. That is what we do in life. All right. Yes, man. So get rid of those clones. Best as documentary. Big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Careful. Oh, you're talking about Russies. My team. No, I've never said nothing about Russies. I just said um I don't want to talk about Russia because obviously I'm in Europe and Russia is a problematic place in Europe. So I guess people need to wake up. Yes, so that's why I said that. That's why I said that. I never really knew about nothing about the school name. No, I wrote it down. I will remember next time. Whisper the best schoolboy in a Manning Cup. Guys, do you believe that? Whisper, you think Whisper is the best player in Jamaica, best schoolboy period? Let me know. Let me know, guys. The best schoolboy period or not? We are gonna go to that topic right after this. All right, Mario, JD. It's complicated because the better country schools have town men as well. Wow, damn. So they are leaving town to go to. Okay, that's why they said. So what are they? How are they doing it now? They are taking kids from town to bring them to country to play. Wow, Toby is correct. JD, Russia is yes. I understand. Sorry. Clearly shows that I don't know much about Jamaica. That's okay. JD, oh, please, guys, can we stop here? Can we not go through all the groups? Because I know I'm gonna get something else wrong. I know I'm gonna get something else wrong. All right? Yes. Ah, all right. Yes, document all the beating you're getting. Don't be a repeat offender. Jesus, guys. TikTok pastor. Oh, you like Tony's statement that he was contacted by Jamaica, but he waited for England. Will Shamar Nicholson have an easier transfer over to them? Okay. Then we have Stefan Jordan. Big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Whisper is the best schoolboy player. Yeah, I believe so, And based on what I watched, yes, I would agree. But you will still have delusional people that does not agree. You understand me? Yes. He is by far the best player in the Manning Cup and maybe also in the DaCosta Cup as well. Yes, for real, for real. Real. Martin Baker, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Karim said, yeah, Whisper is the best. All right. So people saying he's the best. All right. Maislin, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Just go through them fast. Okay, I need to go. All right. So we're gonna go through the groups them fast so people can see. So we did zone B. We are gonna go to zone C. I'm not gonna ask you who will win. Yes. So number 1, William Nib. Then you have Cedric Titus there and 6 points. Both of them on 6 points. But William Nib leading by goal difference. 11 goals scored, 0 conceded, 11 goal difference there. Albert Morrison on 4 points here. Spot Valley on 1 point after 2 games played. Mushet on 0 points after 3 games played. All right. Yes. Zone D. We have here Mannings. 12 points after 4 games played, conceded only 2, scored 16. So their goal difference is 14. Petersfield, after 3 games played, 9 points, scored 9, conceded 2. At +7 goal difference. Godfrey Stewart at this point of the 4 games played, 4 points. All right. 1 win, 1 draw, and 2 losses. Scored 7 and conceded 7. So goal difference 0. Belmont Academy 3 points after 4 games played. 1 win, 3 losses, and they only scored 2, conceded 9, -7 goal difference. Black River play 2 points after 3 games played. 2 draws and 1 loss. Scored 1, conceded 7, -6. Green Jill 1 point after 4 games played. Scored 2, conceded 10, -8 there. And then you have Zone E. At this point, Stets, four games played, 4 wins, 12 points. Scored 9, conceded 0 right there. Monroe College, 10 points. 4 wins, 3 wins, 1 draw, 5 goals scored, 3 conceded. So +3 goal difference. BB Coke. I think that's exactly where they're talking. They're going to talk. So BB Coke, 4 games played. They are on 4 points. Yes. All right. Magati, 4 games played, 4 points. Lokovia, 4 games played, 4 points. And Sydney Pagan, 4 games played, 0 points there to close off Zone E. All right. And Zone F, Manchester, 9 points of the 3 games. Scored 9, conceded 1. 8 goal difference there. The Carteret College, the Carteret College, 4 games played. 4 points, 2 games played so far. 1 win, 1 draw. 7 goals scored, 3 goals conceded, +4. Belair played 2 games and 3 points so far. St. Joseph, 3 games played, 3 points. Belfield, 2 games played, 1 point. Mayday, 2 games played, 0 points at this point. That's for Zone F. Zone G, Jesus Christ, it's a lot of schools, man. Damn. Omud, yes, Omud is a good team. 7 points after 3 games. They have scored 3 goals and conceded 1 +2 goal difference. Christiana, 4 points after 2 games. All right, +1 goal difference. Davis I, 3 games played, 4 points. Alston, 2 games played, 1 point. Mile Gully, 2 games played, 0 points. And then we are going to go to Zone H. Oh, God, it's not. Edwin Allen. Finally, we found it. Edwin Allen. They are actually leading. So they are a good team. 7 points after 3 games. 9 goals scored. 2 scored against. That's +7. Clarendon College. That's CC, right? That is the CC that I should be talking about, right? That is the CC. All right. So Clarendon College sits in 2nd spot after 2 games with 2 wins. And it scored 10 goals, conceded none. So that's why CC is so hype. Lennon played 3 games and sits on 3 points, -2 goal difference. Thompson Town played 2 games and 1 point here with a -4 goal difference. Kellits I played 2 games, lost all 2, and they are sitting on -11. Pastor, I'm trying to read it out fast to get to the next caller, Pastor. So,
is it Albert or Herbert? I heard mention. I don't know that school in Jamaica. I just called to find out if you are reading correctly. That's all I called about.
what
You said
I don't
something
hear what you
about
call about. I don't hear what you call about. So tell me what you call about, though, Mr. Pastor.
you said Albert Morrison. I don't know that school in Jamaica, the Costa Cup. So I
You
want
hear
to
me say
find out
Albert Morrison?
if it's Herbert Morrison. I think the name is Herbert and
So
not
you hear
Albert.
me say you I don't mention, I don't even see it where it is. I don't even go through any
You
Morrison as
said
yet.
You said Albert
Big
Morrison.
man. I don't see the school as yet, so I don't know what you're talking about. All right? Yes, it's not here. I have not gone through
Albert
it.
Morrison is what you just said, and that's why I called. So just check that.
So, brother, you are hearing things. You're trying to hear things. I have not talked about Albert Morrison or whatever Morrison. I have not even seen Morrison as yet. So where is the Morrison school? I have not reached it as yet. Let me see
You
if I've
pass it. You pass it.
um
Look back on your list. You pass it.
Pastor. I have not said anything about no Morrison. I'm still looking for the Morrison. Where it is? Pastor.
Some Somebody is going to type in the
Okay,
chat
so you
and
have
tell you.
Herbert Morrison here. I've never even look how long that pastor. So what are you talking about?
But you
Look,
said Albert.
pastor,
I'm telling you, said
just leave
Albert.
me alone,
So
man.
that's
I'm the
what.
pastor. Just stop becoming cataract, man. Please, me I beg you,
No,
pastor.
no, no,
Look how
no, no,
long
no,
pastor
no.
just wall up my time with this mining cup thing, man. My God, man, it's 1 hour
No, it's
now, man.
DaCosta Cup. DaCosta Cup. DaCosta Cup.
Jesus Christ. Tennessee, me no care if I true. Me no care. Pastor just with top call my phone. All right, me tired of it, man. Me just finish the things, man. Let me just finish this up. No, you get me mixed up. I don't even know where I was before. Damn. Edwin Allen. Yes, we went through that. Yes, Lennon. We went through that as well. Orakabesa. Okay. This is where we're at now. Thank you very much, people, because they're just confusing me and they know I don't know much about it. Orakabesa, tell me that I pronounced that good. Okay, Pastor, let me know. Let me know if I pronounced that good enough. Ocherios, let me know if I pronounced that good as well. All right. York Castle, let me know if I pronounced that good as well, Pastor. Yes. Brownstone, let me know. And Marcus Garvey, let me know. All right. Jesus Christ. So anyway, Arakabesa, after 3 games played, 6 points. All right, they have scored 5 goals, conceded 3 plus 2 goal difference. Watch Rios the same, played 3 games, scored six. Had 6 points, scored 7 goals, conceded 7. So plus no 0 on the goal difference. Yard Castle. 4 goals scored, 2 conceded after 2 games played. So they can still go at the top because they just played 2. Brownstone, 1 point there after 2 games played. Marcus Garvey, 0 points at this point. All right, and I think they should be. No, you have a lot of school in the other area from where aside from where I'm from. All right, yes. All right. So Taki, after 4 games played, they are on 8 points. Horace Clark, after 4 games played, they are on 8 points as well. But because Taki scored 11 goals and conceded 5, they are on plus 6 goal difference. Horace Clark scored 7, conceded 4, so they are on plus 3. Saint Mary, 6 points after 4 games played. But they scored only 5 goals and conceded 9, so that's a minus 4 goal difference. St. Mary Tech on 5 points, Anotobe and 3 points after 4 games played as well, and while Wycliffe Martin. After 4 games played, they are actually on 2 points there. All right. Yes. I hope I do you guys some justice. I'm very sorry because it's the first time I'm doing it. So hopefully next time I will be much better. All right. Dintil. 4 out of 4, 12 points, and they scored 21 goals, conceding 5 plus 16 goal difference. Claremont, Charlemont, 9 points after 4 games, scored 11, conceding 6, so plus 5 there. McGrath, 9 points as well after 4 games, but they scored 9 and conceding 5. All right, Guys, 3 points after 4 games. Enid, Bennett, 3 goals after 4 games played, and Iratan, 4 games played, 0 points. So they are rock bottom of this group. Zone K, Zone L. God damn. It's a whole heap of school in Jamaica, man. Wow. Paul Bogle, 4 wins out of 4, scored 10, conceded 4. That's +6. All right, so that's 12 points for them. Yalas scored 9, conceded 2. So +7 goal difference for them. And they are 9 points after 4 games. All right. Seafort, 7 points they are on after 4 games. Yes, and they've scored 17 goals and conceded 6, so they are on +11, but they sit in third spot after 4 games. Wow. Morant Bay, 4 points after 4 games. St. Thomas Tech, 3 points after 4 games. Robert Lightburn, 0 points after 4 games, and they conceded 23 goals and only scored 1. Wow, that is bad. Wow. So, Ace, that's why you wanted me to go through this, because you know that it was 1,000 teams in it. Wow. Okay. Glenmuir, 6 points after 2 games. Central, 6 points after 3 games. They have scored 7, conceded 4, so that's +3 there. All right. And meanwhile, Glenmuir scored 9, conceded only 2. So they are already up on the goal difference side. So they still have a game in on to solidify themselves at the top of the table. Veer, after 3 games played, 7 points, scored 12, conceding 1, 11 goal +11 goal difference there, so they have set themselves good. Garvey Masio scored 12, conceded 2, +10 goal difference after 2 games played, so they can go up there with Veer after the next game. Foga Road. After 2 games played, they are on 4 points. But obviously, they have scored way less goals. Way less goals. Comparable to Garvey Messiah. There. They have only scored 3 goals and conceded 1. So definitely, they need to up their goal scoring. Kemps Hill. On 1 point after 2 games. Winston Jones. No point after 3 games. All right. And then you have zone, the final zone, Port Antonio. After 2 games played there on 4 points, scored 6, conceded only 1, +5. Titchfield, 4 points after 2 games as well. 6 goals scored, conceded 1. So they are giant at the top. Happy Grove, after 2 games played, 2 points. Scored 2 goals, conceded 2. Fear Prospect, played 2, lost all 2, and they have conceded 10 goals, scored none. All right. Well, you know now. So you see, next time, I'm telling you. I will structure a way how to get it done. So, guys, that is the end of the DaCosta Cup, and that was 1 hour and 8 minutes. Wow, that's a lot of work. All right, so guys, let we move on to Andre Blake. Yes, but before we move on to Andre Blake, we have to ask the question to you guys. But before we even go anywhere, let me check the likes, because people out here are beat we. Okay, so we have 108. So we have 90 more likes to go to try to pass 200. So please do smash that like button for us, share, and definitely subscribe. All right? Yes, man. Thanks very much for being here. Let me go through the comment section as well. But we have to ask these 2 questions. All right. So, Butler, you think Butler will carry them to the promised land, which is Mona? And if he does do the winning, should he become the under 20, or should he become an actual coach closer towards the Jamaican national team, or maybe an advisor or something? Because obviously they have said that he doesn't have the natural the papers, like the what you would say, he doesn't have the certificate. That's what they have said. So let me know. Um, I usually pay attention during the final round. I didn't realize there were so many schools. Jesus God, there is a lot of schools. Yes, man. There is a lot of school. Just go through them fast. Don't worry yourself. Whisper is the best. Yes, man. I think Whisper is the best. And based on how he started off very good. And I'm sure you cannot put himself, you cannot put him in the Manning Cup level anymore. He clearly made himself above the Manning Cup by a good mile. You know? Yeah. No question. DWR, the school boy footballer Fortis. All right. JD, go to zone D. Kalito, no matter with it, Kalito, don't send me nowhere. No, me I tell you, big boss. A whole heap of place we gone. Cedric Titus, all right. Mannings look like the Mona of the D Cup. Okay, so you think Mannings will win it? All right, come on, Black River, do better. My grandmother plays that. No, this is not any content, no crack. No, no, this is just a normal conversation piece where we wanted to chop up everything and finished off what I left yesterday. That's the problem, why I came out and did this, because I told people that I'm going to do all the formations, but good Lord, you sent me down a different hill. Stats out here, Delta Championship top prize. JD, I got to the community called Russia. Okay. My big size Mannings looking good again. Look like okay. So a lot of man got them school here. Okay, so now we know where a lot of the commenters them come from. The winger from Glenmore is a real good one. Get his name, all right? Uh, no, it no matter what me said, it no matter what, it no matter what me said, Pastor Neve called me. I tried tell me what me say. All right, yes, me tired eyed. What you call me back? Let me take the next call here, man, because I don't know what. I don't know why this man called me a bad me up. That is what me said. So today is the day for you to try bad me up. Uno call me and tell me if I do Manning Cup, and then you send me gonna country, So you don't expect me for know nothing. Oh, let me call my brother. Hello, good day, my brother.
What going on, JD?
Boy, it's terrible start. The man them beat me today. Them send me down the road with them. No,
I
me no
say,
know
come
nothing.
on.
And then I'll come go like some me know nothing. After I've started my
Yeah,
stream, I've never proclaimed to be the greatest of knowledge when it comes on the schools in Jamaica. I don't know it. I know the schools at my in Kingston. Simple as that. Don't. Most of we at Kingston never even got a country much. Unless you're gonna dance or to look for your family. So why the
me
hell I
get the
should know in
benefit.
most of these schools? Yeah?
Yeah, man, but I set you up, man, JD, because you tell them they never sure and you want to come back, but them still force if you're going at
Yes.
they get that DaCosta Cup. But yeah, man, CC me believe still are the favorite for that area because them have a good system right now and they really have a good team where me believe can compete against some of the top town teams, but a 40s for life. Me bring Fortis in a school chance quiz. Me bring Fortis in a champs. Fortis in a football. And my dream school, me never any forget about my stepfather. Rest him soul. He always go Fortis. So we just rally around the Fortis family. I look up at me. So I can't see me. I say always say football. We just come back in a football because when few years back we kind of lack off in the football. But I believe the coach, I don't remember her name, and we win it for the last 2 times for we. Because remember, a long time winning back in 2018 when the big baller, I believe I play for Akinci scored the big goal in the stadium and make we win the Manning Cup. But I can't see for that year, Mona still, Craig team, JD, Craig
Yeah,
team.
Mona is correct team, yeah.
Yeah, man. Mona look like a really good team. I hear people say, me hear leader come up here and say, but correct team because of the system. But I say it for go. I say it for go because the reason why some of them school and produce more better because them don't have a system. So that's why Craig I tell them say he must come in at the football to show them say system important. So the more system them have, the better the competition are gonna be, because you're not gonna have too much young ball that kick up be a wild ball, because me not gonna like some Manning Cup game wild ball does play, but that needs to be improved as well based on the weaker team. Then when you see you go through the tables, they have some weak team, but Jamaica can fix it. But Manning Cup is just a little excitement to Jamaica, and it's for real talent. As Whisper, me believe that Whisper the best player right now in a Manning Cup, and mostly the best under. In my 16 now, so when I say the best under 17 footballer right now in a Jamaica. Some people think same in a national team. I kind of agree. If them can put a young baller like him with so much potential, I believe say most of them young baller where we are rave. If them in the national team, the senior team based on them, say them have the true talent, maybe them would be a better baller. I not say if you put them in the side, put them in a on the match card, but make them always their own the system. Make them always train with the man them. And always get used to all the senior team play based on them real talent there. Them can't dash way them real talent here, JD again. So me disagree with anybody when I talk about them me believe so them have stage, but them still at least their own the team. Them don't have to make the 23-man squad, but you know say the ball of them when them fight on them know. So where whisper there? Where look how my show there? You see me? At that, them fair build the man them around the system and talk about young lead a love company, something and I talk about make them grow. Me not understand them man here. Make them grow. Them must see all the foreign people of France. Right now, me watch France today, JD, and all them name out France, the generation where France have 22, 21, 19, 18, 23, 24. How would them money I talk about? Football is about bringing the youth them. So them a come talk about Whisper, them always a talk about Whisper already. Look for the man talent, at least put the man in a system, make him try. And them see say the man I go progress. But
no, but
I work till JD, and that me that say.
Okay. Me that try respond, but that's alright.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
But pick up and go and do your work.
Yeah,
man.
Alright, so this brother, let me hear what I say now. Oh God.
Hello.
Yes, Mr. Pastor. What was the problem? You wanted to join the show or something? Or you just called it to try and
I could join the show. No. I could join the show, but you said we could call in at this time, so I called.
Okay, so you called back in to tell me that I couldn't say Albert, or I said something.
No, you see, you called. No. You said Albert, and for all the rocking of my memory, I can't remember at a school.
So you say
Albert Morrison, and I know
you know every school
Herbert
in
Morrison.
You know every school in Jamaica. You know every school. You are so sure that you never had a school built up in Jamaica.
I know most. Hold on, no. I know most of the schools' name because I was in sports,
you never know
football, cricket, and track and field.
So you never know a school make up last week, or you never know a school make up last week, big man. You know what? Let me send you the link so you can come up on the show. Let me send a link. Let me send a link so you can come up on the show, cause me have to rub you out. All right. Because you feel like say you're this big top man after you win a little one battle with Mr. Speed, me have to rub you out. Because me not understand. Me not understand how them people the man here me call one wrong name. Yo, I can promise you when you don't call me and tell me if you do no schoolboy nothing. Because I'm trying my best. And then man criticize me what me no know if me no know school names. I'm gonna learn the school names. What about that? All right, so guys, we are gonna invite Mr. Pastor. The phone line will be free because Mr. Pastor will take the whole day for say what I must say, you know. So he must be by the panel a little bit more. All right, so can you mute your background, sir? Can you mute your background, sir?
Yeah, okay,
Thank you
no
very
problem,
much. Thank you very
sir.
much. How are you doing?
Fine. What about you?
We
Been a
are
while now,
live. We are
right?
live. I'm not so happy, because I don't know if it's a setup. I was doing the Suriname game, and people call me and say, "Yo, you need to talk about Whisper and Whisper score again." And I've watched the game. So I said I would have done it tomorrow for the content. But the guys them called me. I came here, then they keep testing my nerves. So it has been fun.
Okay.
It has been fun though. Yeah.
Okay. Yes, the man, them a beat you from there, brother. I'm a beat you like them get a chance now with something where you're not really as knowledgeable as other things
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
about.
Yeah, man.
A chance to beat you now.
Yes,
Eh?
yes, 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 man. Them bad man, them bad man. But we never. As I said, we start the stream and said I never knew about it. So clearly, if I don't know nothing,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna come and lie to people. Everything as I said, that's what I perceive to do.
Come like I did my chance to beat you.
Okay. Oh yeah. Anyway,
Can't be a fight, may you fight to that. No fight, may you fight to that.
you turn at the wrong time, because I'm done with the schoolboy football. I will try my best, guys, to always bring you the updates when games play. That's it. See, Mr.
Yeah.
Pastor lick him lips them like him have lollipop or something. Him swear think him a come win a show yourself. You can't win a show yourself.
JD, JD, your language is not conversant with the Jamaican demographic. You cannot
Okay.
make reference to a male and the lollipop that don't go together. Do not do it. Why?
This is the worst. This is the worst.
Why? Do not do that. So you
All
want to
right.
start again? You want to start again?
The caller was actually there, but it's because you're coming with this high confidence. So I had to say something, but I just said the wrong thing. So maybe it's just not my day.
Good. Everybody is due a bad day. So okay, since you acknowledge that you're not having your best day, let me just leave it at that. Okay. So start again, JD.
Caller, finish your point. Caller, finish your point. So we can.
So the pastor has rebuked your comment in the name of Jesus, Mr. JD.
Yes.
Exactly. That idea need baptism.
Okay. I really not hear this. Yeah, man, as I say still, Dujuan Whisper look like a true developing talent, like how him look. However, the point that the caller made earlier, prior to me coming on, is a good point. Even if you're not going to choose him to be in the national team for whatever reason, you can have him in and around to just get accustomed to the environment and how it is like to play in the national team. I don't think that's a bad idea, but I don't think they should rush him. Just make him take
Yeah,
time
but
to develop.
we still have to ask the necessary question to say, why we have to skip. We have to skip everybody. Every one of the guy them that went ahead of him in the under 20, and then put him in it. We have to ask that hard question, because you have Jamari Clark them that did well in under 20. You can't say they didn't do well. You had Azia and
Yes.
Scarlett them in under 20. So why is it? And you have even you have wingers came in. So why is it we have to skip past all of them? Because I think if you put any one of them in the Manning Cup, they are gonna do exactly like what Whisper doing. If not, they are gonna
Well,
damn it.
JD,
If you put
but
Clark
JD,
in the
but permit,
Manning Cup,
permit
first
me.
17, 895
Why
goals.
should we skip any of them, JD? Why should
No,
we skip
because
any of them?
the reason why you
JD,
only have no, Pastor. Oh, listen to Pastor. The only reason why we only have one slot forward, we are blessed with forward. We have Andre Gray, we have Mikel Antonio, we have Shaman Nicholson, we have Roof, we have Jamal Lowe, and we have Burke. We have so much forward, so it's very hard to get him in. In my opinion, that's what I'm saying. So why we have to skip the other guys? Then we're just asking. Yeah, continue.
no, it's not necessarily skip, JD. But you see, sometimes, there comes a time when a person's on farm, and sometime on that particular farm is just the right time. It has to be the right time to include that person in a particular setup. And you might be surprised at how excellent that person perform at that given time. When there can be another time that a person that does not show that same form, depending on whatever he happens to be going through at a given time. It's not that he's not talented, but sometimes, people lose form at times. So I wouldn't say that he should go in front of anyone in sequence, as you are putting it, in terms of who would have been in the under 20 as opposed to who would have played for the national team. It's just a suggestion that once you see a person on form, sometimes you can just include them. Even if you're not going to play them, you can just give them a sense of what it's like being around the national team. So in the event he gets chosen when he get develop more, then he will be accustomed to a situation like that and would adjust more
I do
easily.
support you, but why we have to ask this strong question? People, you need to understand, we are not trying to criticize Mr. Whisper. Remember, we are the one that start promoting Mr. Whisper, so because we know like him. But we have a time, we are blessed at a time when we have so much footballers. So why can't be you put him in the under 20s? Or put him somewhere else? Why it has to be the national team for you, Carla? Finish that and then I can push on from there.
Well, it doesn't have to be the national team. I'm not saying. I say it can be an idea. It's not necessarily that you have to do it.
Okay.
But yeah, I understand what you're saying. If there's a situation where they decide to include Dujuan Whisper in the national team, then you would have those questions raised, of course. And you're rightfully so. You have those questions to raise as to why would he go ahead of those guys who would have played in the under 20, which I believe he should have been in the under 20, in my humble opinion.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, so that's basically my 2 cents.
All right, then
You know?
respect, big boss. Yeah,
JD.
good point. We are gonna chop it up
JD.
now, so you can. All right.
Okay, no
All right.
On the
problem.
point that the caller made,
Alright.
on the point that the caller made, and the questions that you would have raised regarding the other players,
Mhm.
I would ask this question: why should we leave out any of them? I don't see the reason for leaving out any of them. And I'm going to say that on this premise, despite the best efforts to inflate the quality of some people that is pushed in the national team,
Mm.
they have not cut it. They have not cut it. And that is putting it mildly because you don't want to tear down anybody. They have not cut it. These young guys who played in the under 20 should have been at least in the reserve squad of 6, or if you want to put a 10 reserve squad. They should have made up the reserve squad. And I'm not, Corey Burke is having a decent season, no, so I'm not belittling what his efforts, no. But I'm just saying the players that should be in the reserve squad should be the under 20s who did themselves proud and did the country proud. And Whisper should have been, the caller said in his humble opinion, based on all evidence, he should have been in the under 20. So for him now, it's like a double whammy where you're depriving him twice. Because had he been in the under 20, I believe he would have performed pretty much along the lines of the Clarks and those guys who did fairly well. I believe that. So he would have merited his place right alongside them to be called. And here's what's true, JD. If Whisper is looking this good in Manning Cup, where he doesn't have the best suppliers and the best protection around him, you can't imagine a Whisper playing with a Michael Antonio, with a Gray, with a Ravel Morris supply chain, with a Jeremy, with a Johnson or those guys supplying him. What would he look like? You think him look good in Manning Cup?
No,
He don't look good in a Manning Cup if you put those guys around him.
But Pastor, but you're gonna be playing with way better players. You're gonna be playing with, so that cancel out just the same. Just as though you can have good players playing with, you're going to have playing with way better players against. You understand me? So it's
here
going
is
to be
why
tough.
I don't agree with that. It will not be a walk. It will not be a walk in the park for him going up to the highest level. Nobody don't need to think that. It's not going to be a walk in the park for him, despite all the technical aspect of his game. It's not going to be a walk in the park. I'm just saying, You saw the level of protection that Ethan Pinnock gave to King. If you put a young player in with the likes of Michael Antonio and Ravel Morrison and Johnson and those guys, they are going to shelter him that way. He's going to break in football skills and IQ is going to allow him to break into space. He's going to look superior because he has better quality protection around him than he looks in the Manning Cup. I guarantee you that. And I'm just saying, this goes for any one of the youngsters that did well in the under 20 squad, JD, not just Whisper. It goes for any one of them. It is time for Jamaica. JD, it is time for the leadership of football in Jamaica to realize that every now and then the world gets something special. A decade ago, we got Usain Bolt. Or 2 decades ago, you got Usain Bolt. You will not have a next Usain Bolt right now. That's not going to happen. Every now and then you get something special. Once in a lifetime, though, you end up with something like what the female side of sprints in Jamaica have now, where you have a plethora together, where anybody show up on the day, the persons who are betting, who do gambling, will have problems because you don't know who will win. That happens once in a lifetime. It's not something, my greatest heartache was kind of subsided when the channel was blessed with Speed and Ricketts the other day, and some of the statements that they made. Because for far too long, Jamaica has missed getting the best possible resources to make. Jamaica could be on top of Concacaf. But for the fact that we are so egotistical, prideful, and stupid, and I'm speaking in respect of the football management, no country, no other country in the world have it like how Jamaica have it in terms of the diaspora and the quality that's there, comparable to the quality that's in the country. None. No country in the world. Jamaica could field 3 strong teams in Concacaf out of the diaspora. Added with the local born players that have matriculated and are playing at respectable levels overseas. You put those guys with it. We could have easily have 2-3 teams of high quality, except we don't have a team. It's pure stupidness.
Well, fair enough, but I gave my point on it, and I will get back in. Let me just go to the comments so we can just move that off, and then we chop it up. Calabar, guys, please, as you come in, get the like button. Remember, we have to try 200 likes in the video, and that is the target that we always try to set. So once you come in, just make sure to hit the like button. All right. Brain Chain said, Calabar dropped 6, a welcoming result. A welcoming result, not results. So why you just want to put on more results on it, Brain Drain? Because it's your team. All right, Mr. Albert, a baptism. Okay, all right, thank you. All right, respect, Mr. Dre, Eagle Republic. Yes, thanks for being here. TikTok says, people complain that the national team is not for development. All right, and then Richard says, because Whisper is much better than all of them, and plus he's younger. No Antonio, no Gray, or no Blue is in his class. Jarastafari. All right, Mr. Crawford, so you got Lou. You understand me? Because the Kira respect Mr. Whisper. Whisper is not better than none of the big player them. We need to stop that, all right? And big man football is not a joke, all right? Players have to go up there and then you see what they can do before you jump and say they can do it, all right? Yes. So what do we do with the guys like Rolando Cephas? We're going to have to talk about that after. Anthem said, so JD, because I am not loyal, I can't drop a support again. No dollar sign. I don't understand. I don't understand, Mr. Anthem. What are you talking about? What is the problem? I don't understand. Squad drop JD. What squad are you talking about? The squad that dropped long time. Let me know. Whisper can't even make our under 20 team, much less our senior team. This is coming from TikTok. There are a lot of UK Jamaicans who are just as good as Whisper. Um, then you have Eagle probably said, JD, we need to have two teams like Ghana. But the problem is they have two competitions for that. All right, so that is a problem. Manning Cup standard is very low comparable to the standard. People just give their take, Pastor. You have to listen.
Yeah.
Pastor,
No, man, my head itched me, so that I scratched it. That don't have anything to do with the comment. I'm listening to you.
all right, so Mr. Anthem, what is the problem? Because I don't understand where you're talking about money and all sort of madness. Don't understand. Ryan Tomlinson, big up JD and everyone else here. All right, foolishness. If Whisper was playing JPL and look as good, then you would give his a chance in the senior team. As guy, be honest, the people having good points. You know, Pastor, your logic is so flawed. It's
JD,
border.
JD, both the
All
Manning
right.
Cup and the DaCosta Cup have better quality football than the JPL. Both the Manning Cup and the DaCosta Cup have better quality football than the JPL. And you ask anybody that watches all three competitions.
Do you think the
The
Manning
JPL
Cup,
football is atrocious.
Pastor, better quality players and better quality does not necessarily mean the pace is going at the right level to compete with the big man then, because quality can mean the quality of players and how they looking and transition and everything, but the transition might not going up to the speed as the JPL, and then the JPL players will still beat them. You understand me? So the quality
JD,
conversation.
JD, I understand what you're saying, and you're correct within a framework. Let me say it this way. The schoolboy football in Jamaica, I am willing to state, is played at a faster pace than the JPL.
I saw it. I saw both teams played, and I want to say that I'm not going to disrespect the JPL. They would have lost to them. Even though I do agree that some of the players them looks like they have better fundamentals, which that I think that was what you were trying to look for, to say that
You
they have
have
better
more
fundamentals.
players with better fundamentals in the schoolboy competition than you have in the JPL. Hats off,
So
full
what is
stop.
then where these players left after all of these good fundamentals? Why we not seeing them? Where are they? They went off to a different
JD,
school.
JD,
What problem?
JD, it's not that they went off to a different school. You remember what Ravel Morrison looked like with Tapa coaching? When you take a player, despite the fundamentals that they have, and you put them out of a system that they are accustomed to playing in, out of a system, I never said you put them in a system. Because for the life of me, what Tapa paraded as coach is not a system. And too many of the JPL coaches are akin to the Tapa model. I have said it that way to make this statement. The schoolboy footballers who have fairly good technical ability, if not high football IQ, but fairly good technical ability, when they go into the club system, the club already have them things set a particular way, and they are forced to fit in rather than their skill set be assessed and put to the best use. Hallgrimsson made the statement that he carried his philosophy that he used in Iceland to the club And he failed. He said that he failed because he did not pay attention to the difference there and what happens there as opposed to what he knows. So coming to Jamaica, that's why I heard you lamenting on the fact that he stated that he is going to assess what Jamaica have and the players that are available to determine the system of play and the philosophy around that system of play. That's the way to go. That don't happen in the JPL clubs. I guarantee you that don't happen.
We're gonna definitely have to check that out. I let me see who agrees. So guys, we have 140 people in the chat. Aside from hitting the like button, as what we always said, you just get us up to 150, closer to the 200. Just keep on watching it, keep on subscribing, get us to the 2000. Let me know, guys. You think that the Manning Cup and DaCosta Cup is better than the JPL? Just let me know, guys. We have 140 people. Just press yes or no, and we can check it after to know exactly what people are thinking. All right. Anthem, thanks for the super chat. Pastor hype up JD. No crush him, man. I like him. Hype up JD or hype up Pastor. Which one? Anthem, just stop it. Pastor cannot touch my brother. I think you don't know who me is. All right, just go hype up on yourself.
JD, no,
yes,
I don't have no intention of going down that road.
Thank you very much. Butler, you them success I got beat Uno and put out spectacular done. You have to listen to conversation. Because you don't know who I am towards Whisper them and Mr. Butler them. I'm just asking questions because I can't come here selling narrative for people. I have to ask the tough questions them. So Spectacular Dan, you have to understand we have a show and people want to hear the truth. We have to ask questions. Just like how you have Whisper, you have 17 other players playing above Whisper's level, maybe 1 year over him. You understand me? So I have to ask the necessary truth. All right? Because people will come here and say that, oh, I'm picking up for Mr. Butler then because I'm a friend them or whatever. I can't do that. Foolishness, Pastor. Your UK team on paper do not always want to play for Jamaica. Fantasy. Okay, Pastor, hold on. Pastor, if you're pushing up something, you have to mute your mic, Pastor. You have to mute your mic and unmute. Whisper can't replace any of our current forward. All right, Pastor now muted the mic because let me mute it for him. All right. Uno say uno want see better for Jamaica, but yet still a bad mind the man where a sure result. Uno a garbage. Uno as fun are okay. Spectacular Dan, look like something wrong with you. You're not following the conversation. You just come here and you don't understand nothing what go on. All right. May I beg you please just understand. All right. We are called logical reasoners. All right. Yes. So if you don't have the reasoning there, something wrong. All right, and not really the place here then, big boss. We're not disrespect nobody. Yes. Schoolboy football for years now have far better quality and football tactics than the JPL. All right. But I can tell you if the JPL meet the Schoolboy, they are gonna beat them and not beat them. They're not just beat them by one, they're gonna beat them bad. Some of the teams will beat them bad. Because you can have better quality, you can have quality, but the quality is not refined to the level to go up to the speed. All right, and then they will get caught out. I'm telling you, just like when we brought in the under 20s them, and they looked very good on the ice, they still lost to the JPL team. I know Pastor will come and said, "Oh, it was because of the coach them terrible." I understand, but sometimes the guys them are just not up to the speed as well. It doesn't always have to be the coach them terrible, Pastor. It can be the guys them as well not up to the speed, not because it take a team to play. You understand me? You know, take one player to play, just like
JD, I'm 222 pounds. I'm 5 feet 11. I have been athletic all my life. Very few 16-year-old can rub shoulder to shoulder with me playing defense if they are playing in the offensive third of their team. What I said is that, generally speaking, the quality that exists, percentage-wise or numerically, in the schoolboy football, both Manning and DaCosta Cup, far exceeds that in the JPL. The pace at which the games are played by most of the teams in the JPL is slower than the top teams in Manning and DaCosta Cup. So the top teams in the JPL would be operating probably at the same pace as the top teams in Manning and DaCosta. However, because of the maturity in physicality of the men that plays the JPL, those Manning and DaCosta Cup teams would, despite their tactical advantage, would have it hard to beat them. That does not make the JPL better than Manning and DaCosta Cup, because the Manning and DaCosta Cup system is superior to the JPL system. All right, out of the 12 JPL teams, you probably have 4 teams that you would say are on the level or better than the Manning and DaCosta Cup top teams. Maybe 4 out of the 12. And I'm willing to submit that publicly, JD, and challenge anybody to go do a detailed research on it.
No, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it because
the pace of the Manning. All right. Look at the top teams in Manning Cup and the top teams in the Costa Cup. I can call some historical top teams in the Costa Cup. The Clarendon College, the Garvey Massio, the Lennon was good few years ago. The Rossies, the Cornwall College, the Monroe College was good few years ago. The Stets, those top teams, the Dintil and those schools, those teams were good for extensive period of time, right? When you put those schools traditionally against the present level of the JPL, they might outdo the JPL. Because the JPL, JD, out of 12, watch this, 12 divided by 4. No, I'm not forcing you to accept what I'm saying. I'm just saying this.
The Manning Cup, Pastor. Pastor, I see the Manning Cup. I saw the Manning Cup, and I'm telling you, even the top, even KC. If KC play any one of the the JPL team, them gonna beat KC. Any one of them gonna beat KC.
And I don't agree.
They're gonna beat them. They're gonna beat them, and they're gonna beat them bad.
And I don't agree. I don't agree. But you have that right. I don't agree.
I will come back with some proof to show you, because I know I have to prove something. But I believe that if KC, believe me, man. The play, it's not the same level of football. I understand what you're saying, Pastor. Remember, Pastor. I understand what you're saying. Look, I'm gonna show you, Pastor, why I know it. Know what you're saying have some validity, but I just believe that what I saw on the field is not the same equal. You know why? When I was around 16 or 15, 16, around 16, we went and played Manning Cup at that time. We left and go and play Simbarclet and won Simbarclet, and we are all 16 years old. And go into Major League, and actually we got promoted in Major League, and we were 16, 17. So I know that it's possible, but I don't see the same matriculation in these kids like what I saw previously. We were big and strong, just the same as the men at 16, 17. You understand me? I don't see the same. Whisper is big and strong, but not all I'm at counterparts them. You understand me? So I'm not going to disrespect the JPL like that, at least for now. Just give me my time to research it, and then I will return back to you. But what I saw, I think the JPL will smoke the guys them in the Manning Cup. Smoke them. Yeah. I'm very sorry, Sir Pastor. I'm very sorry, but they will smoke them. JD is correct. JPL teams will destroy any Manning Cup team. No, I can agree with that one, I think. But I understand. I gave Pastor the way out, to say that you have individual talents in Manning Cup that can match up with almost everybody in the JPL. That's why they brought players directly from the Manning Cup sometimes to play in the JPL. But I still believe that you have an extra. Remember, Pastor, we're just training for 3 months, in Manning Cup, we are just playing football for 3 months, It's not all of us play for clubs, Some of us in classrooms, sitting down, So after that, when we get up, when we finish with our football, they will go back in classrooms, So you take people that are not professional, none at all, nothing, not no semi, no quarter. You might mute it, Pastor. No semi, no quarter, no halfway. You unmute yourself, Pastor. You understand me? So it's no semis, no quarter, nothing at all. They are just Pastor. Oh Lord, Pastor can't work him phone. So and no semis, no quarter, not at all. These guys are coming out
JD,
of classrooms. Pastor, listen me,
JD,
listen to me, Pastor.
you see what you
I,
just said? What you just
I
said,
first,
I have one thing to debunk what you just said.
oh God. All right, can you come for war and you lose the battle strong. I dust me, I dust you. It cannot work, Pastor. I
No,
mean,
no.
I'm gonna go for all the proof to come back to you.
Listen to what I'm saying. The lead sports persons in the high school sporting system. You check all the top players. They don't just play a single sport. So fitness and conditioning is not an issue with them. It's not just the 3 month football season that they're playing sports. They do track, they do badminton these days, which is far more physically demanding than football training. They do other sport, JD, that keeps them conditioned. You check the top players in the Manning and DaCosta Cup, and you will realize that these are not single sportsmen.
All
They
right,
play
I'm
different sports, so they are conditioned. The thing is that if you play 90 minutes, I just gave people my weight and size to make the point I'm making. They will not go full tilt for 90 minutes if they're going to have a defender my size with my matured physicality, bouncing and roughing them up. But the quality and the pace that they play at, I am submitting, is ahead of the present JPL, away from maybe the 4 top teams in the JPL. And I'm standing on that.
all right.
Not
I'm gonna
all
try.
the JPL teams can smoke, as you to use the term that you use. The top Manning and the Costa Cup teams, not all of them.
I'm gonna try and call one of the JPL experts. Guys, you can call in on this, You can call in on this and give me your take on it and what you believe. All right. From Jason said, Pastor, there are many ways to win a football match, and JPL would just win ugly versus schoolboy teams. All right. So that's what Jason said. All right. So I will take a call right after. Let me see what other person said. Michael Garden said the schoolboy football is not great, nor is the JPL. However, they are sprinkling of talent in and about them. Whisper is better than your top 5 JPL forwards. No. You disprove this question? So why leave him? Because the problem, Michael Garden, you have 6 other men way better than the JPL top 5 forward now as well, that Jamaica can select. Michael Garden, that is the problem. Because all of the other players, them, anywhere you can put Whisper, you're going to put them as well. You understand me? So that's why Jamaica becoming a difficult way to pick it. But we are talking about, we kind of switch the conversation to the entire teams to talk about JPL and Manning Cup teams. You know, understand me? Eddie said, worst take ever for Pasta. JC draw with Real Mona 3-3 in preseason. That's JC and Real Mona. No, Real Mona team. Okay, Real Mona team. Okay. And Real Mona in the Premier League at this point. Let me know. Saying bad mind, talking crap, etc. does not help to support your argument or persuade others to adopt your point. All right, I don't know what's going on. A little fight going on in the chat. Whisper, I believe, just needs the exposure based on his form to prove all the daughters. No, but tell you what, we are not daughters, we are just football talkers. We have said that the Whisper is the best player in the Manning Cup and the DaCosta Cup, and maybe the best player under 17 in Jamaica, period. That is true. But remember, you have other players in the pool once he comes out of that. It's not like you're talking about Jamaica under 17. If he has to step up to under 20s, you have all of the other guys them come back into the fray, and those guys are playing MLS, championship. Whisper not playing no football more than Manning Cup, and go on showings. That's what he's doing. So these guys are doing something at the astronomical level that you cannot come and talk about the JPL, because these players that Whisper is competing with at under 20, they are playing at higher level than the JPL by a million miles, and they are under
JD,
20s.
people need to understand what we're not saying. We're not saying that Whisper can make the national team over Shamar Nicholson, over Corey Burke, or Michael Antonio, or Gray. We're not. That's not what we're saying. We're saying he has qualities that would merit him rubbing shoulders with these guys. That's what
All
we're
right.
saying. We're not saying he makes the team over them. Because if you're going to pick 6 forwards, there are 6 forwards ahead of him in competition at higher levels that are displaying serious results. So he would not be considered because he wouldn't factor in our 6. But that is not to say that you pick a 23-man squad and then you're going to pick reserves. You should be looking at your best under 20 talents. And I believe that had he been treated fairly and selected for the under 20, he would have been at the same rate right now in terms of people saying these are the players that we should be factoring in and around the senior national team. I'm not saying Whisper makes the team over any of the guys that are called up for the senior national team. No, he doesn't.
All right. So what I did now, I brought up some. This is one of the guys. So we have a few players that we're going to put up that Whisper has to compare with. Z and Scarlett. Z and Scarlett not playing so much. Yes. But they're playing at a higher level. If you put these guys in Manning Cup, it's gonna just be like a joke thing. All right. So he's at MLS Pro 2. He did got a debut, as you can see, MLS 2. He played 5 games so far, not much minutes. So he's still getting blooded in. All right, but he's still at a higher level than we're Whisper playing. You understand me? It doesn't matter what we're gonna say. So their trainings are higher, just the same. You get me? Yes. Then we get the full stats for him, and then we're gonna bring up the other forwards just the same, and we're gonna include wingers in it. Yeah. Yes, because and these are the teams that he's playing. Whisper playing Georges and those teams. He's playing Inter Miami 2, Chicago 2, Union Berlin, Orlando B, Toronto FC, Revolution, New York FC, Toronto. He's playing a stronger competition. So even if they are on similar level, it will make them develop in more stronger shape than him at this point. You understand me? So that's why people will
They'll be more
always.
physically matured than he is.
Yeah, so all I'm saying is everyone can have a point here, and that's why I'm trying to, for people that always want to just say Whisper, Whisper, Whisper. We're just saying that we have other players. We have a lot of players. Whisper only show that we have talent in Jamaica because Whisper is from Jamaica and he can compete with other players. That is true. You understand me? Yes. And then you have Jamari Clark that came in. Then you have Tyler Roberts that we put in Tyler Roberts and see what he's doing because he's a forward / winger. Yes. Tyler Roberts. Is it Tyler Roberts? Nope. No, Tyler Roberts here from Wolves. All right, this is Tyler Roberts. All right. He is 18. All right, 18. Premier League 2. Wolves under 21. That is his normal feat here. All right. EFL trophy. He made an appearance 25 minutes. All right. He made an appearance in the EFL trophy there. We are going to show you what he has done so far. Youth under 18 and 21 he's at right now. Let me just get the stats for everything that he played in. All right. He played in the EFL trophy, and that should be the big team. All right. Yes. So he had four games in the Premier League 2 and 1 in the EFL so far. And as you can see, the teams that he's playing, Chelsea Youth under 21, they lost big 7-1. They're Blackburn Rovers, Brighton under 21, Palace, Fulham, Arsenal. All right. Yes. So the competition that they're facing is very, very tough. These are the players that we have to call upon. So Whisper has to just get himself out of Jamaica and just start doing these things. It's already proven that Whisper is better than that Manning Cup. So we have to start get him any other places right now. You get me? Michael Garden said, JD, I can compare Nicholas Hamilton and the forwards we have in Costa Rica, and Whisper would be the more clinical striker, and still add others that okay, all right, fair enough. So you're saying that we should put him in the team. So so that means it was a disservice to make Whisper not make the under 20 team then, based on your statement, Michael Garden. Let me know. So why leave him out of the under 20? I don't know. That is the big answer question. The EFL is a U21 as well for the PL team. So, Pastor, answer that. So, why leave him out of the under 20 teams as well? Then, why Jamaica left him out of the under 20 team? And yeah, let me see now. What you have to say on that?
JD, I wanted to say to Mr. Speed in the conversation, in all competitions that Jamaica has showcased a Jamaican-born coach that is plying their trade in Jamaica. We have shown the world that Jamaica does not have a coach fit for the international level. In all age groups and across both sexes, our coaches are not equipped to deal with the best available players, even when they get them passport and show up and are selected in the squad. Leaving Whisper out of the under 20 was treasonous. There is no excuse for him not to have been in the under 20, except that he was injured. He did everything to be called for the under 20. But if he was called for the under 20, the coach showed that he's not equipped to handle players at a certain level, because he didn't handle Clark and them properly. Jamaica is the only place I see where coaches take players and play them out of position every single opportunity they get. No matter what system they are in and where they are, which position they're playing, the Jamaica coach is so scientifically advanced that he can get you to play better than you play in your favored best position in a new foreign position. And then him have the best players, or they have the best players sitting down on the bench rather than starting them or bringing them on with sufficient minutes to impact the game. Jamaica don't have no coach. And that is the sum total of what I am saying. And that is the reason Whisper was left out. They neither have talent scout nor coach.
Fair enough, big boss. We'll continue because we're in the chopping up period now. Guys, please let we get to 200 likes in the video. We literally only a few more. So once you come in, just share the video around. Even if you don't like the conversation, you might like the next conversation the next day. All right? Yeah. So the thing go, we'll chop up these conversation at this point. All right. Yes. So Eagle said, like I said, Whisper needs to go back to England, or he needs to be in the JPL, or he's wasting his time. All right. So all right. Umza said they will play through him. The Vinny, you see in
Jenny,
Madrid.
God forbid. God forbid. Whisper must never go to the JPL.
But Pastor, we cannot attack every comment, you know. RS a 4 hour, we're up at 17 hour, we're gonna spend on the stream, you know. Me don't know, oh, you're just in a war with people, you know. Just relax the Pastor, man. Brilliant concept. Thanks for being here. Didn't Speed accept that Whisper put King on his ass? I don't think Mr. Speed accepted it, you know, but we knew that it happened. All right. See. All right, so now Noble Ultra Graphics. Arsenal gave Enwari nearly a 15-year-old a chance to at least spend some minutes to get his first taste. But you still Ultra Graphics, your brain ultra stuck when you have actually a point. You start on a point and you just completely chop it off. Arsenal never have 50 more people for put on the field. Why? That's why them give him a chance. I never them just take him up and give him a chance. We have more people in the position, so it's competition. So Ultra just keep on spinning an unnecessary narrative. We're not going away. All right, yeah, man. Just come on, man. Lenny, I just did something similar with Clarendon Maroons, a band of CC. Okay, massive respect. Let we say give two youth 20 a place. Whisper still couldn't make it over Hutchinson and Clark. I think the keeper, the Clark keeper would be in that as well. If you're giving 2 under 20, I think the keeper would have to be in it. So I said even 3. I don't think he would have gotten a place, and that's what we're trying to say to Noble Graphics over there. That is Noble Graphics' problem. He's not looking at Jamaica's situation, not even past that certain extent. I understand Pastor trying to beat the JFF and beat everybody, but tell you what, sometimes Pastor, it's a little bit different. We have talent. What about all other players them? So, Pastor, I'm going to ask you a question. Do you believe that Whisper is better than all the forwards them that we had?
JD, you obviously misunderstood you obviously misunderstood all I said. I said, when you asked the question, why would we overlook the others and go to Whisper to bring Whisper in? I said, it's not, we should have no need to overlook the others. You select a 23-man squad. You're going to carry 6 to 10 reserves.
No,
Carry,
it was a 20.
You're
Pastor,
23.
No, 20 players.
20 players.
Hold on. 20 players.
Good.
No, before we go, under 20 was 20 players. So someone can agree. Because I forgot, sometimes the information I'm dropping on it was 20 players to pick. And then 2 reserves, something like that. So someone will agree.
No, JD, I'm not talking about the under 20 team. I'm not talking about the under 20 team.
No, but that's what people talking about. So it was a big problem. Why? So somebody just refresh my memory. It was 20.
He should never have been left out of the under 20 team, JD. I've said that several times. He should never have been left out of the under 20 team, no matter what the number is.
No matter what the number is, so Pastor, I know we don't go for win game. No.
JD, the quality of Whisper should have placed him in the under 20 team along with the guys that were there.
Better than me just ask you who you saw him in the games that you saw, who he made better than where you say him should have never, that forward should have never go, and you spread it over not striker but strikers and wingers, who he was actually better than, because me have to ask these tough questions, who he was actually better than, that you say it's a atrocious situation for him not to go in.
I said, I did, and I stated this categorically. It's not that he's better than those guys. I believe he's at that level to be there with them. That's what I said earlier. And I'm saying the same thing as it relates to the the national senior team, the under 20 goalkeeper, the right winger, the Clark that played in the front line, the left, I think a left side, no, a Pearson, they
Name
may have on the left.
name the players so we can put up the name because I know we are talking about name the players them and I heard Whisper said undoubtedly Whisper would have made a big difference instead of Clark and I tell you you're a madman. I don't think
I don't
make a big
believe so. It's a different thing, and the bullying that Clark can do, Whisper don't have that skill set.
if you said a Noble Graphics, believe me, I don't think you know football. Because
JD,
system Clark
I'm
did
not
his
going down the
best.
line where some of these commenters are going. I'm not going
But
down the
the
line where some of these commenters are saying.
Pastor Mo answer your question. May I go
Okay.
answer you? May I go answer you? No, you can sure Noble Graphics. That's why nobody not pick you for coach a team. I mean, no, you're not gonna get no job. You say better just look a different job from coaching because you cannot get it. If you look at that position and tell me say Whisper would have done better than Clark, you're mad. Because it's Clark make Jamaica even look relevant on the field. Which game Jamaica look like them that do nothing? You know, it all the game where Jamaica actually, if you have the big advantage, the next average team with a 10-year-old player or a 2-year-old, 2-foot youth, a run-on man on the field. So, brother, just stop your foolishness, yeah, man. It's come like you forgot what happened on the field. Whisper nobody wouldn't do no better. Jamar Clark did better because of his size, nothing else. Because Jamaica never do nothing much on the field. DJ Crackbone said, "Whisper is better. You don't know football." I think I'm sure you don't know football. All right, and I'm not a liar, and I will never stick up for anybody. I've talked. Oh, I praise this kid the highest and said he's one of the best players in Jamaica before none of want to talk about this kid. And no one come and tell me that he's better than where you don't know football. Which part you study football if you tell me say me don't know about football? Come on, man. Stop your foolishness, man. I've said it. Him Whisper would never do nothing better than Jamari Clark in that Jamaica team. 1000%. None of them would have do better. Because the
But
coach
Jamari Clark was carrying the Jamaican team for those persons who watched the game, JD. That's why
not
I
going
said
to
I'm not going down that route with those commenters.
it don't even make no sense. All right? We should stop sensationalism too much. All right, we continue. Thanks for the super chat, Anthem. All right, a player can be good and doing a job at this point. He can be good and cannot do the job. You don't see in Premier League why you think they go around and said Zlatan is good for this job. Haaland is good for this job. Mbappe is good for this job. You're telling me that because Mbappe can run fast, he's better than Haaland? No, but everyone have their different rules. So you
Different skill
cannot come.
sets too.
I can't understand how people reason like that. You understand me? Look at the team. So the fact you come here and think say one player I go get the job done. You never look at the midfielders that what Jamaica had at the time, what they were doing, what are the strengths for Whisper. Then you come and tell me you know more about football. All right. I think you think you're last if your conversation is just Whisper better than this. So you don't know football. If that's a conversation, you don't need to depend on the internet. Somebody need to take a phone. I need to sell a phone and go buy a football book. I can tell you that.
JD.
Let me just go to the comments and just get back to you,
Okay.
boss. One,
Yeah.
Smartnet does not produce strikers. All right. Michael, yes, JD. He was ostracized by association and our selectors are biased. He was in the team, you know he was in the team, Michael, up to the final points. He was in the team, man. Imaxit. What was the reason given for why Whisper is playing Manning Cup? Because he has to learn in Jamaica. That's what I heard. He has to learn in Jamaica. And I asked Richie.
Jermaine Miller.
I asked Richie if Netherlands and those places that they go, which I know for sure, where they go, they have some of the highest level of education, both in education itself, like for work and future gains, and also football. You understand me? So if it's education you're staying in Jamaica for, I think you would have to choose Netherlands over Jamaica at this point because you would have learned too the education for your future goals and also the education for football at the highest level. You understand me? So I don't know. Me and Richie have to sit down and talk about it and stuff before, but I do jump into that, you know? Yes. Blessings, Arden, and blessings, Lee Young. Everybody was just coming. Sorry about that. Everyone knows there is no philosophy in on Jamaica football. Whisper is awaiting a call from a top club in Spain or off Belgium. SD Bogle, I'm still waiting. I will try my best to give you as much information, but I will not go over other guys that's doing it now for a person that has not proven it. I will give him the utmost respect because look, if you do the calculation and say, all right, then you can judge the JPL and Phoenix Academy. You saw what he has done. You know the level of fitness and the level of technicalities inside the league. You can put Whisper above some of them. And at the next point, most of you guys never knew Whisper played against most of the JPL players. Them, so I got the chance to see them playing. So that's why I could have rated him over most JPL players. But I don't see him at the highest level playing as yet. So that's why I'm still reserved before I jump to that judgment. You understand me? Because I saw him play that JPL level, I saw him play with the JPL players them. So when time Michael Sadler and others saying that he's better than everyone else, I can understand why they're saying that because I saw him played with them. That's all I'm saying. But guys, Jamaica has a lot of talents. We just need to select the best players them. All right? That's all I'm going to say. Splat and Lambakisi shouldn't have been left out. Even them, nobody, no. I have played football, and based on what I know, I am sure Whisper would have had a much better showing than Jamari Clark. And the first thing, look at who you're centering out. Which part Whisper play the same role as Jamari Clark? So how is that even making sense to you? You said you play football, and you're talking about two different players for two different roles. So how you're gonna work out that? You see now? You know what we in Jamaica do, Pastor? We point out the person that has the most success, and true we want to overhype someone, we just pinpoint it because Whisper and Jamar Clark don't play the same place. You know that? You know that Whisper and Jamar can be on the field and everything is okay. That is what so that means he's just taking information and not even know the truth. So he just jumped
JD,
to Damar.
when they were doing the selection of the under 20 team, I had Whisper and Hutchinson playing ahead of Jamari Clark, running on their shoulders. Because both Whisper and Hutchinson can interchange wings. They can play left and right. So it would create more problems for a defense line if you have Hutchinson and Whisper switching and Jamari Clark running through the middle. That was the front line that I select for the under 20.
Yes.
We didn't get Hutchinson. We didn't get Hutchinson, and they refused to select Whisper.
Please, guys, Mr. Marlowe, don't tell me we leave from people name. Just leave. If you're not here, this is Whisper's father right here. And ask him if he wants me to don't put in his kid name in a title again. All right? Sometimes when you need to have more sense down on the phone. Stop making an auto type on the phone have more sense down. All right? Yeah, man. It's embarrassing, man. We are trying to chop up something. Clearly people talking just like how they talked about Shamar Nicholson. I never knew where Shamar Nicholson playing for his club. When everyone said, "Oh, Shamar Nicholson needs to play over this person," and when you go and check, Shamar Nicholson playing in a different role than what they are trying to put him in, because they never even watched the player. So I'm just asking you. So Mr. Marlowe and Mr. Noble, where do Mr. Marlowe, since you know everything, everything, where do Whisper play? Tell me that Whisper and Jamari Clark play the same place. Mr. Noble, where do Whisper play on the field? I'm going to set a map up here, and if you can tell me where they play, now you're going to realize they don't have much sense. And the chat will realize that you don't have much sense. Both of them can play on the field. So why you have to always compare him to one person? Why you never compare him to one of the wingers them and say change the formation? You don't know, bro. Just leave the stream, man. You're not making much sense, man. You get me? No, you understand why people having a conversation because you don't know. On the field and play, all right then. You know, people just block that guy from the channel, man. It don't make no sense, man. Just come here, want to illiterate itself and embarrass Jamaica. This is an international channel. Everyone see how stupid you are. So just leave, man. You don't have no much sense. Kai, I can understand where you say Fuzzy messed up, and that's where I came to with Mr. Butler and Richie, because I said to him, I know what Mr. Butler. You have to look back. Look, guys. You had a CC competition played before, right? So we get a chance to see Waterhouse. We get a chance to see Waterhouse played, and me and Richie was actually looking at how he set up his team, and I'm saying wing forwards, left and right. You have left and right wing forwards in teams. Which I think I do believe that's the best position to put Whisper in, because he has speed. He's big, but he has speed and he has tricky, and he looks like he has a good shot on him. And he preferred that good shot, so he likes to dribble in because he's much more comfortable to lean on the soft shoulder. All right, so he wants to be more of a wing forward. So you want to put the player in its much more comfort zone. When we look at Fuzzy's system, Fuzzy literally in the CCCC playing in the competition and have actual wingers literally playing lower blocks as left and right midfielders. You understand me? So the man literally don't play the way we want. We just watch too much Premier League, and then everybody can set up like Premier League teams. And that's what you guys don't understand. So when you're coming here to say Whisper have to make the team, if you have the coach where you want, him can make the team. But the man always go back for traditional wingers that can set as left and right midfield, that will track back and do defensive work. Why you don't factor these things in? You cannot just say the man have to pick him. The man have to pick him. I'm telling you, he doesn't have to pick him because he's not going to fulfill that work. But that don't throw away the point that Whisper is as good as everyone else. You understand me? But you have a coach there, and the coach has to pick his player. Tell me something wrong, please. Tell Mr. Man up there. So tell me how foolish is me attack. The man will just comment. You're not factoring everything in its entirety. That's why you're talking like that. You cannot sell sensationalism. The kid is a talent. We know the kid is a talent. That's why we talk so highly of him. But we have to talk about where the missteps happen, and I think it came from the coach. You understand me? If the coach could have been much more expansive, then you could say, all right, then Whisper would have been in the team, and other players. Look at that. Most of you guys never saw the other players played. The Tyler Roberts and those guys played as yet. So what if they had a more expansive system, Pastor? They would have even looked better. So even now, you guys don't know the true potential of the other players as well.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So you cannot.
JD, you know what a lot of these people will not say? You know what they will not say? They will not say Whisper is better than Liam Daly. They will never say Whisper is better than Liam Daly. And I'm not saying he is better than, and I'm not saying he's better than Liam Daly. And they will not say he should make the team over Liam Daly.
And why they wouldn't say that? Explain to me why they wouldn't say that. Let me see if you're thinking the same thing.
Let me tell you exactly why. Both of them are from Phoenix. Both of them are born in Jamaica. Both of them are coached by Craig Butler. All of those factors, they will not say it.
So the reason why, they're saying this now that he's better than every other player is because they don't respect the other players them and where they're coming from them basically in
The
this conversation.
sensationalism that drives their way of thinking does not allow them to critically analyze anything. So they're just speaking because Whisper as a winger should be compared with a Leon Bailey, not a Shamar Nicholson. But you will have people who will say, I think it was yesterday or the day before yesterday, I heard somebody say Shamar Nicholson is better than Michael Antonio. Right?
No, that was running take for a long while. That's what was running take for a long while, a long while.
Okay. No. But I'm saying they repeated it. They repeated it either yesterday or the day before yesterday. And I'm saying this: when you're going to say, I have never said Whisper should play over Jamari Clark or Zion or those guys that came in and played in the under-20. I said he should be playing with them. And when they select this team of
but
players,
look at this. Noble, you're noble now. Liam Bailey is a far more superior player and accomplished than Whisper. I would never compare them because it would not be fair. But how is it? I've heard people say Whisper is better than people come in this chat and tell me so Whisper is better than Andre Gray, better than Michael Antonio, better than everybody. So
how do you compare Whisper with Roof, Gray, and Antonio? If you can't compare him with Liam Bailey.
These are the things that we need to stop. So now the man actually find a right point for we need to stop it. The guy is a very good player. I really love the kid and I want him to do his best. But we need to talk the truth. All right, we need to because remember the little kid is listening. He's listening, and so you want to give him positive ideas how to improve himself. All right, that's all you need to do. You don't need for
JD. A lot of these guys that are talking don't have Whisper's best interest at heart. If you cannot compare Whisper with Liam Bailey, you cannot compare him with Gray, Roof, and Antonio. You cannot. If you cannot compare him with Liam Bailey, you cannot compare him with Bobby Reed, with Johnson, with Ravel Morrison. You cannot compare him with none of them, the quality players. They are all matured, seasoned, top quality player. So if you are going to compare him with any of those, you have to compare him with Liam Bailey. By the way, it is easier for you to compare him with Liam Bailey because they come out of the same stable, have the same coach. So it is easier for him to be compared with Liam Bailey than anybody else. I see him 16 come up in now.
Yes, no. Daniel is not. Daniel's is not we doing it. It's just the shot doing it, and this has been for since the under-20. Since under 20, but I just believe that's how it is still. But as what Ashai Gibbs says, Whisper can't be better than Leon. Impossible. Whisper is far better than his age group. Simple. That is just exactly what Ashai said here. That is all.
Yeah.
We
have been saying.
The guy is way better than his age group, and that's what we have said. We have said he's better than Manning Cup, so we would have loved for him to play the JPL at this point, or just leave JPL, leave Manning Cup.
JD Minaj join you enough to go at JPL, none at all, for no reason. Enough to go at JPL.
Then skip out the Manning Cup and JPL and then go overseas because you have the talent. You already went over there before. If you can't get an official contract, you can get something to play overseas. Some way possible. You understand me? Yes, some way possible. So we want to see the best for the kid. That's all. JD, how good are the players that Whisper playing against? They are good players. In coming up in Manning Cup. Yes, that is true. But definitely. They must smoke crack. No, man. It's just a conversation. But it's just when some people come in and want disrespect people, like I tell people, I eat that I know we are talking about when you're actually bringing in points and they're not trying to tackle your points. And that is what I don't like in this conversation. They try to attack the personnel rather than the points. You understand me? You're giving them valid points, and I ask him where he plays. He said on the field. You understand me? Obviously, everybody plays on the field, so stop that then. That means everybody great. Man,
No, I am playing in my room.
Whisper, which
Outside is
Andrew?
cold.
No, my boy, I'm telling you, even the boss compare it. But tell you what, no, tell you where I want to talk about, like where I want to start this video, like really emphasize some things on Mr. Butler. Mr. Butler is in the title, and we came here to give Mr. Butler and Whisper as the most credit possible. We never came here to fight against Whisper or nothing because we put him in the title. And from we start, we're talking good about Whisper. All I did was just ask one question, an objective question, and that's it. The show went wire, completely different. Guys, we have to be objective in conversations, man. We cannot just be one way, from a man just ask a question and just pass that question and it just triggered off in a war. Whisper is a very good kid, man, and Whisper is on the list of best players in under 20 level. But I can tell you have a serious amount of good under 20 levels, and I can tell you the national team. Look out for the national team, because if all of these guys that they brought in signed and who never played, Jamaica have a very good team going in the future. All right, because I saw a lot of talent. That's all I can say. Jamaica have a lot of talent. Brother, we not comparing Whisper to nobody. They should have picked him for the under 20, but we have to look at the under 20 and remember 20
And
players
we agree with that. Or at least I agree with that.
All right. So the war calm down now. Yeah, man. So we don't even get for congratulate Blake. Blake has won a award, won a Maker award from Philly. So this is a good achievement for him, and we never even got a chance to do that because the
Come
money
at the right time.
Huh?
The award come at the right time.
Yes. All right.
Justify the coach.
JD, if you are using school football, Flemings dominate school football. Yeah, but that was a long time now. So I think they all right. You are straying from the point. I'm just simple saying that Whisper as an attacker should have been included in the U20. Noble, please tell me what the U20 was short of this time around. Why they failed. Like when you watch the games, please tell me what you thought the team was short of. And that's why we said he had to replace someone, because the team was not short of a forward. You understand me? So he had to replace someone. So when we're saying that we're just trying to shorten the conversation. You understand me? We never try to length it, but it's okay. JD, it's very worrying how people can actually even think to compare Whisper to player people who. Yeah, I think it's because of the way Mr. Butler speaks. It's all coming from Mr. Butler, how he speaks, because he believes that Whisper is better than these national players at this point, and that's why he carry over. JD, this is Whisper's first year of schoolboy football. Fleming start earlier than him. Win about 2 to 3 Manning Cup. Okay, all right. Please carry on. Oh, no problem. Yeah, no man. People understand us here, man. Send Whisper overseas and devalue the 40s. No. So hold on. So you would rather KC win a title and Whisper not reach nowhere because he spent 1 year extra in the Manning Cup? No, Ian, please, let me
Jerry,
started.
you know how much thousands of Jamaican athletes across different sporting disciplines get messed up because of that kind of mentality?
No, we want Ian. Ian, answer this. Would you want Whisper to stay an extra year if he has the opportunity to go overseas? I think that's a selfish take from Ian still. But
that is not selfish. Jerry, that is not selfish. That is pure wickedness.
No, but the man respond the pastor. You know, for go so hard. The man respond. No?
JD, that man should be flogged with many stripes out of a barbed wire whip. Is
Okay,
wickedness. You know
okay,
much
Pastor.
thousands of Jamaican athletes, JD,
Yes, but Pastor,
Jamaican athletes across several sporting disciplines.
YouTube is not the same like how we talk on corner. You cannot rush people and expect people to answer. They are not going to answer always. Just give them a chance to answer the
Eh?
pastor. Call them man wicked and all sort of thing, brother. Just relax the pastor, man. My God, man, the Blakes them are terrible co-hosts, man. Me
JD,
need to
the
down here, man.
this pastor have to split justice and speak righteousness on all turns. That statement is the reason for so many
Yeah,
Jamaicans not making it anywhere
Ian,
in
please
the name of
respond.
school titles.
You, you know what? Let me just continue the show and just finish. Because, my God, please, someone else come co-host the show with me next time. I'm going to leave out you, Pastor. Too fat. All right. Anyways, Noble said here. Noble said here, short of a special spark that could strengthen our attack. Noble, you're just being exactly who you are. And the under 20 was short of a coach, JD. Thank you very much. But I still believe that they needed midfielders, right? They needed two midfielders. I like Craig Butler. There is no doubt that he has a impressive program, but he is overconfident, and sometimes it comes off as disrespect. Like yes, that's what I'm saying. I respect Mr. Butler highly, but sometimes that's it, sometimes. But remember, at the end of the day, he's an agent, so he has to sell his players. But what the problem is, when these people hear he speak things like that, they take it as exactly what he meant. You understand, man? They come to fight with me over what Mr. Craig Butler said. Yes, but we understand Mr. Craig Butler, man. Jamaicans cannot be objective to save their lives. Okay, but you're Jamaican just the same. So why are you saying Jamaicans can't be objective? We are Jamaicans.
JD, I don't like those caving generalisms, I am a Jamaican,
um, uh, my cousin was very okay, all right, yeah, man. Let we stop that war, guys. We cannot be fighting over schoolboy football like this, guys. Or else we're not going to bring back the program. All right, we cannot have a good program running, and you guys want to turn it into fights. All right, let we just be respectful. It's surprising. I heard so much people coming here cursing bad words, and we have a schoolboy title, and when we actually run Reggae Boys title, we have more people here and we don't see the same amount of bad words. Somehow, when a school pitney, when you better sell on the phone and go buy a book. All right, to go buy a book. That's all I'm gonna tell them. Someone to face the people. All right. Yes. That's all I'm gonna tell some of them school people. When they sell on the phone and go buy a book, I want to face it. All right. Yeah, man. We can have good conversations and don't have to fight, man. Damn, man. In hindsight, Whisper could have been more effective than Pearson. Jesus God. Hear the next. Oh my God, them
JD.
started.
JD, don't laugh it off like that. JD, don't laugh it off like that. Don't laugh it off like that. If you had dropped Jamari Clark to play where Pearson is, put Hutchinson inside with Clark there, and put Whisper on the right, Jamaica would have gone under 20 World Cup. But they never get Hutchinson still. So it's bad.
A professional program said it's same way leader and many was saying about Bailey when he had to come back to Jamaica and wait till 18. Said he couldn't cut it back. No, but I don't think people said that just a while ago. We were just saying that what you want. We spend an extra season here just for Casey to win the Manning Cup. Or you would like him to go overseas and start him thing from now. I was just trying to ask Ian that maybe next time he will actually comment, or maybe in the comment section. But this is a wild show, damn man. So, anyways, guys, Andre Blake, he won the Wanamaker award. Yes, and what is the Wanamaker award? Reggae Boy Senior Men's captain Andre Blake. Is the 2022 recipient of the John Wanamaker Athletic Award, a recognition given to a team, athlete, or organization which has done the most to reflect credit upon the city of Philadelphia. All right. So, oh, good that is. See that the guy has gone under heavy pressure over maybe the last couple weeks for Jamaica. You know, oh, good that is. It shows that he has good organization, work ethic, principle. Are you're not jumping to say all of those things, Pastor?
I am saying all of those. I am saying all of those.
No, man.
Congratulations.
The next stream we will talk about the stream, the link. All right, the next stream. Or you want me to come drop some?
Congratulations to Mr. Blake,
Yeah,
my namesake and neighbor. My namesake and neighbor. The entire world know that when you deserve a flogging, I wield the belt. But when you deserve credit, I am just as liberal. So congrats, and I am using all of those adjectives that JD just used, and I would add additional superlatives, but I do not want to be deemed to be trying to go better or further than the host. So yes, leave it at that. Congrats. I would just say it came at an opportune time to give some kind of justification to the coaches. The coach putting himself out on the limb to say, okay, I need the captain. I said earlier, JD, that should anybody speak to Andre Blake, they need to get this in his head. If this coach drops you from the national team, your international career has ended. So whatever disruptive thought that you had before, you need to realize that this coach, by virtue of going against the decision taken by the JFF hierarchy to remove you from the team and reselect you, has literally taken full responsibility for your presence in the team. And so when him drop you, even when Jamaica get one new coach, me not think they're going to pick you back.
Mark Alan, so you see the Instagrams that I have here, I'm going to delete them, all right? Yes, I'm going to delete them. And after tomorrow, guys, I'm not going to drop any more link in any chat, all right? Yes. If you cannot type up the phone number and just text me, because I don't know what Mark Alan used to text people. Yes, and it's getting annoying now of me dropping the link every time, and I have to change up my entire show just so Mark Alan to come on. Yes, because clearly he's not respecting no one's rules, you know. Yeah. So the rules simple is you just text on the phone and you get the link. All right. Yes. Nothing else. Anyone wants to join the show, you can always text on the phone and get the link. The number is running at the bottom there. All right. Yeah, in a run for you. Not no run for you. It's just full of bad behavior, man. I can't bother, man. Anyway, finish your point, Mr. Pastor.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I think the accolades and the award came at the right time. And I just want to say congratulations. The state of Philadelphia deemed you fit to give you that kind of an award because you displayed the requisite demeanor and practice. And so, congratulations.
International people are blind. Jamaica knows best.
You really had to read that one, JD.
Richie, I've dropped the link 2 times, all right? And Mark Alan, it's the last show. You got to tell me if I drop a link, my brother. I tell you, brother, me not go do no YouTube video because me don't want you ask me for a link again for dropping a chat, all right? At the last show, I'm going to drop a link, all right? I tell you, I'm a serious brother. All right, I don't like the fact you come here and I mash up my show every time and I push it the way all you want it. I don't like it, brother. All right, I'm not gonna tell you again. All right, I don't like it, Dan. I tell you over and over, and you keep and I do it again. I drop the link yet again, over and over. I do it every single stream. I'm only got 17 more minutes. It's not passing 3 hours. It's a principle, but tell you exactly what I have. I only can work with it, brother. I already 108, 118. I'm a say me I gotta do it because I tell the people me I gotta come do it, man. Just respect the program. I'm gonna do some respect, man. We have a new coach. The new coach I do respect. So why would we have so much bad behavior and we accost the ball and say me have the respect? Is that just like a reflection of us? Period. We just not a respect for nobody. We can't.
A reflection of them, not us.
No, so, you're not Jamaican too. You just say a Jamaican
of
when
them. Yes, I am a Jamaican, but I am not one of the bad breed one.
I say two-faced, man. So, Richie, we don't understand them dodgy take away a drop in a chat, you know. Them JD crack show. And no, I don't know what kind of show this is. This is a show, but the people ask if doing. Boy, I should not do shows when I'm not prepared because I will become a little bit more grumpy and make more mistakes and don't know schools' names and all sort of things, you know. Yes. So
and you don't want to take when I correct you about a school name. That is so bad.
Richie, what are you saying here? International people are blind. Jamaica knows best. Richie, what kind of dodgy statement that Mr. Richie and Royalty Sport? All right, so
I think that was meant for a comical moment.
Yeah, I know. See, me drop the link, you know. Me tell him, me drop the link. I'm down command. So all of the time and all the argument, me drop the link for him down command. So me can't bother the war with this brother named Mark Alan, man. Me tell him, man. Okay, me da get a call from Big Boss. So sorry, my fault. Me call back Jason. Come in. Mark Alan, me tell him, man. JD, the morning show attesting. Okay, no. Well, I'm not sure now. I wanted to surprise you guys with a big show tomorrow morning, but since some of them are saying on the football sense, I mean I eat that all them, so I not deserve forget about it. I live my
Jenny. You don't have no sense.
So them little boy.
No football sense.
Them too feisty. Them too feisty. Me nah do not show. Me nah give them no exclusive nothing. Me nah them too feisty. Me nah do nothing for them. Make them go on about them business. Them too feisty.
No, you cannot be so vindictive.
Yeah.
You're behaving like the JFF.
Okay, all right.
You can't be so vindictive. You cannot behave like the JFF. That's wrong.
So we have a caller. So good day, Mr. Caller. The great Jason Guna. How are you doing?
Respect, JD. Respect.
Phone load today. I want to go on the phone load today, Jason. Phone load.
Hold on.
No, Jason. I said your phone is loud, and you turn it down. Jesus Christ, I'm mad night.
I don't know why it's so loud today.
Yeah, it's loud. Last night it was low. Yeah. What go on? Everything good?
I'm there. No, me just don't want to ask a question because true, me never there war with you. You just have to skip over my question. But what me did say is when the conversation was happening about Whisper, I was asking everybody on the panel and who was talking about it. You know, the four wide forward that went were Tyler Roberts, Devante Campbell, Chad James,
yeah.
and Jamon Barkley, right?
Yes, Barkley. Yeah.
So I was just simply asking, of the four of those guys, who would we drop to accommodate Whisper in the team? That's all I want.
No, they said they don't care about that. It have to be in the team. So even if you don't have an extra defender, you have to be in the team. And him
Okay,
because them
JD.
avoid to answer the question of who he's going to replace. Them not answer none of that.
JD, but I answered that question.
Wait, no. What did you say, Pastor? I never heard your answer.
Oh, I think you said what you said, but you said that we said Pearson.
Because Jamari Clark can play right where Pearson is. And Pearson was the worst player on show in that under-20 squad. You could have easily dropped Jamari Clark and carry Whisper. And also, the four names that you just called, one of them also plays midfield, sometime. The four white guys that you just called, one of them, say the name again and I'll tell you which one of them. He also plays midfield sometime.
Tyler Roberts.
No, Tyler Roberts more predominantly wing to me. My left and right predominantly wings. To me,
Yeah,
Roberts is the one that Roberts is the one that runs right across the front there.
Yes, he can play centrally or in both wing positions. That's where he plays for when he plays for them.
That is why in my squad I had wanted them to get Hutchinson, Roberts, and Whisper to play because the three of them would be running right across the pitch. The three of them can play right across. They didn't get Hutchinson, so
Well, look, no, let's not do hypotheticals. There were four wide forwards that Fuzzy picked. One of them would have to be dropped for Whisper to be there. Which one of the four would you drop?
and I said I don't think any of them should have been dropped. Whisper should have been selected along with them.
Ah, Lord have mercy. Okay, so basically we should have just took one less midfielder than we took. That's what you say.
We carried Pearson and he was not a midfielder.
Pastor, I understand. All right, great. You make the big point and you burn out Pearson. Fine. Just for the sake of answering my question, are you
Yes.
honestly saying you're just not taking Pearson and taking Whisper? That's what you're saying, right?
Elder, listen to the four names that you called. I am telling you that in those four names and Jamari Clark, you could have found two players that are far superior to what Pearson offered. So you could have easily carried Whisper. Who also, hold on, I am willing to submit that if you had put Whisper where Pearson is, Jamaica would have benefited more.
Okay, so it's not necessarily about Whisper getting a spot on the team from one of the guys who took his spot because they play that position. We're just saying Whisper should just be there, regardless of how many midfielders the coach might want to take, regardless of how many strikers.
Jason.
Yes, I'm listening.
Jason. If you have 6 forwards, 2 of whom can do a job as a midfielder, and you have the option to carry those 6, rather than carry a midfielder that is slower than molasses, was sick for 6 months, which one would you do? I listen to the coverage. I listen to the coverage of the training sessions that Cataract provided. Those little snippets of what Pearson was doing, and just from that, outside of the games that you watch Pearson play now, from the camp and the commentary on what was taking place and all the players that were there, up to today, I cannot see a reason for Pearson to make that under-20 squad other than the authorities wanted him there.
All right. So, Big Boss, you got the answer?
Well, yeah, from Pastor, but Pastor go around my actual question. So I'm gonna ask you.
No,
Okay?
no. Hold on, Jason. You asked the question if I would have selected him over the 4 guys, and I said no. I would have selected him along with them.
But listen,
I would not have selected him over any of those 4.
Pastor, what you feel, Pastor? What you failing to understand in my questioning and my line of questioning is, I purposely didn't include the entire squad because clearly, for whatever reason, he thought the midfielders were the right set of people. I just want to simplify it now and say, look, clearly in the system that Fuzzy, I remember Fuzzy coach decided, not you or me or Jay. But in Fuzzy's system of coaching the team, he played with a number 9 and 2 wide forwards. We have said that Whisper is more of a wide forward than a number 9. Do you agree with that?
Yes, I agree, but he can play as a number 9.
Okay, stick a pin. If you agree with that, then in the position that Whisper plays in, which is wide forward, there were 4 options that Fuzzy took. I know it's hard, right? But please, of those 4, which one would you have taken out to put on Whisper? I know you don't want to, but in the interest of this conversation, please just answer that question the way I posed it.
Yes, Pastor, I'm begging you, please.
Pastor, when you're selecting a team, you look at players complementing each other. You're going into a competition, and it's only an idiot going to a competition not to win it. I don't know nobody go there just in a competition just to turn up. I have never done that in all my life on the playfield. So let me answer you this way. Roberts is able to play right across the front 3. Whisper is able to do the same. I am not going to mention Hutchinson again. Let me stick to the players that we had in the under 20 because Hutchinson was not picked up for that competition. So, if you are going to cause major problems for a defense line, if you have Roberts and Whisper who can interchange wings, you stand a greater chance of success when you have a Jamari Clark running on the left and right shoulder of either of them, making a more potent attacking force. That is the reality. So I would have carried Whisper to complement Roberts. The shortfall in that is you would then be saying the other 2 players also did enough to merit their place. So it would not be Whisper that I am finding a place for. If you understand what I am saying.
No,
there is no...
In the interest of time and the program, we'll talk another day about this. Because I know you don't want to program. Question is, but you're just going around the answer. I mean, I was trying to get you to just tell me if one of the wide forwards that went could have been dropped for Whisper, because clearly they had a certain number of people that they wanted in each spot, and they took the amount that they wanted, and Whisper was left out. So I was just trying to figure out if he was going as one of those 4 wide forwards, which one of them would he replace? That's all.
And clearly, Pastor don't have a direct answer for that because he doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
Yes.
JD, if I had answered that, we would be having this conversation about the player that you would have given the place of, given Whisper the place of. We would have to be having this conversation about that player.
Would have gone somewhere else, a tree over there, and look like we don't know here. We still not don't know here. So right now,
I think we have done a lot.
I run me around for the Manning Cup and that's the thing. If a Manning Cup, I talk about 1 game. I'm done.
JD, honestly though, come on. You have to take some what you call it now, responsibility for how the show starts to run. You literally look in the comment section at the people them where I chat the most madness, and you make sure you make the program about them. You don't have to do that.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Man, because I read your comments and I just never put them on the screen. And then you accost me and me actually answer you. Go back and listen to the stream. I've answered you. I just go through the thing and answer. No, you see, every comment I actually run and I can't answer nothing because you and Pastor war for 60 hours. And
But
done.
JD, you
done
and the brother them a war, and you miss out comment where you talk good things too. So
All right.
you gonna blame me for that?
Me have to get a long sleep and cut out around 3 days. Miss around 4
I
show
just
for stress, de-stress my brain
I just
cells them.
grumpy, man. Stop blaming me.
All right.
Yo, big up, big boss. Man, I watch the show, same way.
Yeah, man. Take care. All right, then.
Yeah,
man.
Respect, Pastor.
Hello, good day, Mr. Ian. How are you doing?
Good morning, guys. Y'all good?
Yeah, we're just trying to complete the show, but once me want lock off the show, everybody turn up. So me have to extend the show and my eye them a bleed. But me I do the sufferation till me fix it. Me I go fix it for you, Me I go fix it for you. When they now go mad me. That's all me I tell you. So what do you know?
Listen, JD, this argument about Whisper being the R20 team. If the team was properly selected, he wouldn't be in the reserves. I'm being honest.
Jesus Christ, Lord God, him done the show 17 hours we're gonna go now.
No, if the team was properly selected, because listen, in my humble opinion, the coach is the reason we didn't qualify. Who saw select the team is the reason we didn't qualify for a tournament. Right? Because as far as I'm concerned, you have Rears Cleary, right? He was either the top or in the top 2 or top 3 strikers in the Prem 2, right? Along with Rico Richards. There are so many players. There was Hutchinson, there was Kira Anderson, then I was Platt.
Yeah,
there was I'm telling you players that were on the list. No, I'm telling you about players that were actually on the list.
So me and you don't know the players them. Me know the players them, and you get the players them here. So
but so this is why I'm trying to just kill this argument. Listen, the man them sabotage the Jamaican team. Bottom line, the man them sabotage team because them want to carry certain man and play them. Night, Virgin. Night. Yeah, because they want certain man on the team, them sabotage the national side. Because I was sabotage. Because the thing hurt me to look bad. It's making me talking about it. So tell Pastor say Whisper would make side. Whisper could make side. Because Whisper would be a schoolboy player talking about man playing Prem 2. It wouldn't be a team. Because if a team must pick properly, people like even Duncan McKenzie them wouldn't make side. None of them would make side.
Ian.
None of them would stay
Ian.
Pastor, mute. You might get background gone chop up everything now. Go right with your sound. I don't know how about this sound.
You hearing me clearly now?
Still, just finish. Just finish. It's okay. Just say fine.
Ian, I spoke about Whisper in the team in relation to the squad that was selected, not the players that were available. Because I'm saying this: the squad that was selected, Whisper could have been selected to play along with those guys that play in the top. Those 4 guys that went across. He could have been selected, and I will stand on that. Hutchinson should have been selected, and several of the other guys who weren't should have been selected. But I am speaking in respect of those who were selected.
I can tell you that Hutchinson was left on the other side.
Huh?
Hutchinson wasn't selected. Hutchinson was the left out of the team.
And I said he should have been selected. I never said he was selected.
Yeah. But, so essentially what they did is so much of the team. Anyway, I'm here in fuzzy. So I am gone. Take care, people.
Respect. All right, so mute the mic, Pastor. I'm hearing your background. Solid said, JD, is Whisper the best 16-year-old footballer on the entire island of Jamaica? It's an honest question. I think he is. Yes. Solid. I want to say, based on what I saw, yes, he is. So, what is the follow up? Because he is. Let me know. Because you see, you're a troublemaker. I know. All right. So, guys, you see, everyone has a different take, and this man is the man that deals with the players them to come in, from overseas. So you get to realize that everyone knows everyone. So people know the truth, guys. So for the people that's telling that we don't know anything, and we don't have any sense. We have to just be honest, guys. Jamaica has a lot of talent to go forward. We just have to select the right talent. Whisper is a talent that can go places just the same. And I just believe that the team was picked wrong from the start. But even with the team picking wrong, if you had to pick everyone out of 20, I think that's where they went wrong. And when they pick 20 players, you have to pick 20 players. And you have to have 3 goalkeepers in it, practically. Or 2. I think it was 3. No, 2 and 1 reserve. So you go down to 18 players. So 18 players you went down to. 18 players. 18 outfield players. It's hard to pick that, and then 4 out of that has to be pretty much wingers, and then 2 have to be strikers. That's 6 players out of 18. So you left with 12 more players to pick out defenders, and the midfielders out of it. So it was hard to pick 20 players. You understand me? So if you want to force him to fit in it, I think. Why I don't know. We have to go back and like have a stream by itself. Like you just make sure you put all the thoughts in together and go in the one stream, But it's hard, man. It's hard to put him in it, guys. I have to be honest. It's hard to put it in system.
Really, when you're planning that stream, that you're suggesting, when you're planning that stream,
because I don't really want to have it. I don't really want to put it. Yeah.
So why you suggesting it? Yeah, why you suggesting you don't really want it? I was just suggesting that when you're planning that stream, I know you're critical in terms of doing the breakdowns. What I was saying is, rather than carry certain players that the world knew was no good at that level, a Jamari Clark who can sit back and because of his bullish kind of play, he can run off from the top of the midfield to join the front line. Jamari Clark could have do 10 times better than what Pearson did. And you would not have lost anything. And you would not have lost anything to do that.
Pastor, let me take the call and we just the final
Yeah.
call. Yeah, because me drop the number. Mark Alan says him want the link. Me drop the link. Him come on, him come off. Then him ask the number, me drop the number. So I have to wait 4 hours here now for Mark Alan. But me don't know. Me think say today is just not my day. Me after the dead. If you not come back on a stream because me just want dead. If you not have to come back on a stream, you tell him I'm stressed out. Yeah, what going, Salis?
All right. All right. I'm listening to Pastor. I think Pastor. I don't think Pastor don't sound like he actually know much about the positions. Pastor know that I respect him, but when it comes to the position on the field, you cannot mention Jamari Clark and Pearson in the same sentence because correct me if I'm wrong, JD, wasn't Pearson playing kind of a holding midfielder role?
That at one point, but he did play as an attacking midfield at one point and as a central as one point. So he played all 3 positions. The only time he played, and he played centre back as well too. He played centre back.
No,
for
in
around
the
3 minutes.
competition. No,
Yeah,
no.
no, in the
With all serious,
competition, in the competition he plays centre back for around.
yeah, but with all serious,
Pearson was made captain
yeah,
to have him on the field, caller.
Yeah, Pastor, the
yeah.
nice pastor,
When I,
nice.
Where I
yeah,
get the knives from, JD? My background is
yeah,
shut up.
Pastor,
wow,
but once you mute your mic, everything is all right, Mike, Pastor. So,
all right,
yeah,
yeah,
finish your point, Sally. Finish your point.
yeah. JD, would you
The man,
start?
you know, so the man
Um,
Mike mute Sally's, and the man a cuss out rotted run. What wrong
yeah,
with
yeah, yeah.
Pastor?
Would you JD? Would you play Jamari Clark at any other positions where Pearson played in that competition?
The only way it's possible is to play a 4-2-3-1 system where you would have three attacking midfielders and Jamar Clark would have gone over where Fuzzy, for some reason, remotely put him over the left hand side for a run in. Me no know for a reason. The man is big like a big truck.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah. Jamari Clark is just gonna slow down the game and the
yeah, but
transition.
he
Jamari
had
Clark,
played over there, and he had actually played over there. That's why Pastor Foley thinks Foley thinks they say he's attacking midfielder. No, it's
no,
just the man put
it's
him
not.
there.
It's not. Yeah,
I
it's
didn't.
just
JD,
about
JD, you get it wrong. I never say he's an attacking midfielder. I say if you put him there, he will give you 10 times what Pearson give you. So you don't lose nothing to put him there. He's
All
not an
right,
attacking
Pastor.
midfielder, but he's not going to do as bad as Pearson.
All right, so
but
finish, Sally, finish. Yeah.
then JD, the way Pastor thought, then Pastor cannot blame Fuzzy because the way he must say him that do exactly what Fuzzy do in another way. Basically, because then it's simple. I would just leave one player. I think Duncan McKenzie to me was a big flop.
Lord
Um,
God.
no, he was on the screen. Him and Tyreek Jimenez was two of the worst players. They were two of the worst players for Jamaica in that under 20 competition. I think he got hyped up in the initial stages where we were watching Simon Channel and we were getting the live feed and they were hyping up Duncan McKenzie, the kid, he's not ready, JD. He's not ready for he just look out of his comfort zone. And Pearson as well. Pearson was a big disappointment coming out of the Caribbean Cup. You would have thought that Pearson would have at least gained a little experience and was able to up his game, but he just looked
So why me?
slow
So
and
Sally, why me doing a Caribbean Cup for up in game? Like, why you think you mean I learned from that?
me not thinking it's
Well,
Pastor
can I
my
ask you a question?
My
yeah,
Pastor, jump off of the stream and come back, brother. Save the mic, bro. Yeah,
yeah,
finish, big
yeah.
boss.
What I'm saying, JD, the fact that he was around that professional setting
Mm-hmm.
where, you know what I mean, it's a higher level competition because
Yeah.
what Mr. Speed said that he was injured, he kind of looked injured to me. But I think when you play at a higher level each time, you're supposed to even gain a little more knowledge. That's why I was also saying that I think Jimenez was one of the worst players because here is a player who there's no way, JD, you can just represent your country in World Cup qualifiers and you were one of the worst players in the under 20 team. That just doesn't add up. And that's why I was telling people that Jimenez was not that great. But me, I think I also got it a bit wrong. But when it came to Whisper, but here what happened with Whisper, JD. I'm gonna break it down and I'm gonna be really honest. Mr. Butler is using Whisper the same way he did with Leon Bailey as a form of leverage when it comes to the JFF. You remember when the squad was supposed to be picked? 1 minute we hear say Whisper had COVID. We hear say him can't make it to training. We hear say him a go to Spain. The news around the kid was so blurry. He's not being allowed to be a normal child and a football player who's developing. You have his dad giving out set of statement on YouTube, and you have his manager do one thing over there. So and it's just they're creating an atmosphere around the young man where it's kind of becoming toxic. And I think I don't want it to become a thing like with Leon Bailey, where it was. Remember, I was on a stream when his dad said he's gonna let him play for the USA or Trinidad because he can play for those countries. He has citizens. So when you hear them things there again, JD, those things will it just piss off people. Like Jamaica people think. So if you don't want him play for you, go along with him then. You know what I mean? You know how Jamaican people think, bro. So I think it's the information around the young man and how they're doing it. They're not doing it very professionally. They're creating a chaotic atmosphere around the young man. They should just get the young man, because I think looking back at it now, we all can agree that him going there wouldn't have hurt the team. I think he would have been an asset. I think he would have been a good change up, because there were times where our changes were predictable. It was Chad James for Tyler Roberts, Tyler Roberts for Chad James. You know what I mean? It was just that same predictable change. So I'm thinking like a whisper as a change up would have been something differently looking at it. But we don't even know. Was whisper healthy, JD?
I don't know as well. I don't know. I don't know.
Caller, can I ask you a question?
Yeah. May I hear your pastor? I'm listening.
Yeah. I totally
Pastor, I'm
detest you comparing me with Fuzzies and his tactic or lack thereof. Let me ask you this question. If you have 6 forwards, 4 wide men and 2 power forwards, as Jamari Clark is, and you have the option to play 6 of them or play an average to below average midfielder, which one would you do?
First, what I would do, Pastor, I wouldn't run into that problem because I'm going there with a balanced team. First off,
No. I didn't ask you a hypothetical. I asked you a definitive question, because that is the exact position Jamaica found itself in. They had 6 forwards and they had Pearson. So I'm asking you, which decision would you have made?
all right. What I would have done is actually the young man, the little short guy who played centre back. I would have had him play CDM. I think he reads the game very well, but he's not a centre back. I think he was a standout player for me, based on his height.
He was a
I
worker.
into the mid. Huh?
He's a worker.
Yes, I would have moved him. I would have moved him up into the midfield. Looking at it now, Whisper should have been there, but I would have left a Duncan McKenzie. And I would put Tyler Roberts more in the center of the park. Looking back at it now, and then start maybe at Chad James, on either wing, and a Whisper on the opposite side, and a Jamari Clark. So
Tyler Roberts can play both wings or play center. It doesn't matter where you put him.
Yeah, so I was just going most of his I was going most of his based on what I've seen with him, because listen, I'm not gonna come out here and pretend to me attract them player from my 5-year-old. I'm going off the, you know what I mean? Because enough people come on YouTube and go and like say them did in the academy.
They had known them forever. Well, here what happened when the under 20s were coming up, and people like Ian and JD and Simon start and Cataract start reel off those persons that were possible. I went ahead and tried to get as informed as I could about these players. Hence, the front line that I said I would have sent to the Under 20 World Cup would have been Tyler Roberts, Whisper, and Omari Hutchinson. Because the 3 of them interchanging, a defender don't know which one going to be running at him when, is going to create more problems and create problems for the coach to set a trap for Tyler Roberts coming off the right as against coming off the left or coming off center, and then suddenly it is changed where Hutchinson is where Tyler Robinson was, or Whisper is where Tyler Robinson was. And
Let me
add
question, Pastor.
something to that, yes.
Question. Let me ask you a question, Pastor. Because this me and Whisper Dad, we went back and forth on a stream, and yeah, him get a bit loud and stuff. More ask you a question and give me your honest opinion based on what you've seen and know of Jamari Clark. You think Whisper is further ahead in his development than Jamari Clark? We just want your
Flat
honest
no.
opinion. Wanted to go into
Flat no.
Flat no. Okay. Me just I'm glad me hear that from you because that was one of the things because they thought we were hating on Whisper. And I was saying that listen, if Whisper is gonna get there, he's gonna get there, but let him get there.
Add to that,
I
they have two different skill sets.
Yeah, there's two different because I'm trying to watch even some of the Manning Cup games, and I can't even judge him of the Manning Cup game because I don't think the playing surface gives you the ability for you to really see
But
what
there's
a player.
nobody in the Manning Cup that's going to challenge him to the extent where he has to showcase his superior skills. He's moving
No,
past them because he's faster
listen,
and
Pastor.
he's more tactically aware.
No, Pastor. What I've seen, there are kids in the Manning Cup who can challenge him. The problem is they're all on different teams.
Yes. So you don't have a unit. You don't have a unit that can that is prepared to challenge him. You might have a one player where all him have to do is shift position.
Yeah. So I'm more like because you remember I'm sure you and JD know about Saviola, the Argentinian. That kid was the most hyped player coming out of that under-20 World Cup. Everybody thought it was the next coming of Maradona or Batistuta or them great Argentine striker. He just never kicked on. He never kicked on. So for me, I that's why I have to say I take my
I could give you a Brazilian like that.
Yeah, I take my hats off.
The Brazilian that was the Brazilian that was the star of the same World Cup with Neymar. Oscar,
okay.
it's the same thing. He just never matriculated to be the big star.
Hold on.
And he was the star in the under-20.
JT, like, I want to sleep. Mr. Craig Butler come here say, what we not chat about? It's sure now go continue
JD,
one more second
JD,
after
let me
this
finish,
5 minutes. Alright?
Let me finish. Let me finish.
Craig Butler, tomorrow we have to chop it up, big boss. Alright? Because you tell me, say you're going to link me up, and I know you don't link me up. So, I can't just continue stream. I'm tired.
JD, don't pass to me. Let me finish the point, yes, JD. Check this out. You remember the kid named Savi? We went to Barcelona. I think him we go to PSG after.
Yes, finish, man.
Yeah, you remember everybody thought that kid was the wonder kid, right? The guy he was saying like
yes, Saviola. Yes.
No, I'm not talking about Saviola. No, I'm talking about the young kid from Barcelona with the long hair. That end up he left Barcelona and went to PSG, I think.
Okay, Javi Simons.
Javi. Yeah, Javi. All right, look at Javi. That kid was hyped to be the next best thing since sliced bread.
El Grand here, I'm finishing now. I'm finish from 3 hours and 2 o'clock in the morning, man. I want to people know, please understand me, man. Me I try to do my best, man. When you don't even give me 200 likes, so then only there, so my eyes am drop out. Me ever get out in 4 hours. Me cannot do no more. Me tired. Me done. Tell the man JT I'm done, man. Me drain, man.
Just chill a little bit. But me just want to clear up my point, and me just want to bolster my point to show you where I come from. I feel like football players, they can show a lot of potential early, but there's that transition stage from being a youth player to a professional player, and not every player with the potential actually make that jump. So me always wait and see when they transition make that transition. We know that there's a lot of people in Jamaica right now will tell you that there are football players who they saw in the Manning Cup or the DaCosta Cup that they thought was the greatest thing ever, but they just never kicked on. They never made that
I played
jump
with some
from
of
the
them.
yeah, just like even the player where we talked about the other night. I thought he was one of the biggest failure I've seen out of Jamaican football in the history for me is the kid Omar Holness. After seeing
Omar
that kid
Willis,
in the
okay.
yeah, I seen that kid in the under 17 World Cup. He was no joke. If you go back and watch that game, him and Alvas Powell were the two standout players for Jamaica, and even the commentators they were very big on this
When
kid.
you can say Alvas Powell was a standout,
No, Alvas Powell
that is a
was.
fail.
Go,
No,
no,
no, he was an awesome player under 17. I am not saying you're wrong, but I'm just saying when you call that name, that is a fail.
Ian, how can I allow JT to run the
no, man, I
show and
talk.
go to
No,
bed?
listen to
Ian,
Ian. No,
Ian, what
let
can
me
what
soon
can I?
finish up my point.
No, but no,
JD, I
JD,
am here only until you close off. Whenever
no,
you
but me
close off.
why should I run a 10
yeah,
hour show, Ian? That's not good for the YouTube channel. Them, me I tell you, Ian, it's not good. I'm telling you, bro.
but
We
JD,
can
well,
do
you know,
this
no,
and
see
do
a
this.
joke, you know, no, see a joke, Ian, I make, man, you know, say, just make me finish up the point, brother. It late. Ian, just, I keep you up a bit later. Because we want people understand where I'm coming from. Because, you know, so people always are going to say, me as a person, because me grade people tough, you know, when it comes to football, you know, bro. We give people tough because I'm in Europe. And we hear about football players. Look at the Danish player, the Danish striker who star up the Euro. We came on and scored those goals for Denmark. He was I think a under 17 star, right? But he was coached by the Danish the coach who was coaching Denmark in the Euro. And nobody never called him in the Danish team that whole time. Is his old coach went and basically dug him up and brought him in, and you saw his potential. And he just find out after the Euro, he didn't kick on. He still didn't kick on. So that's what people have to understand. Say, listen, when you get to that next stage, just like me, I say, I don't want people underestimate. As I want to say, I take my hat off to Kahim Paris. I don't want people underestimate what that young man did. That young man took the next step out of a pool of players, out of the Tyree McGee and the Jamal Topi, all them play the what's the next one name, man, Campbell. Those players were set out to be stars coming out of Jamaica, but Kahim Paris went overseas and he didn't just compete, he was consistent for about 3 seasons in a row. And he finally got the call up that he deserved. And I think this coach, Kahim Paris, should be the benchmark. Unless you are outstanding talent, Kahim Paris should be the benchmark of how you get into the national team when you leave the local leagues in Jamaica. You're supposed to go overseas and become a consistent player and make up noise in your league. Because here people come on and ask about Martin Davis. JD, Martin Davis, when we at Jamaica, Martin Davis was on TVJ News where he was going to Barcelona for the summer. I think about two of them. He went to Barcelona. He's not dominating in Malta. He didn't dominate in Malta. People are going off the same old track record saying, oh, Martin Davis, the Guala, Barcelona got train. Football doesn't work like that. Do you kick on? Do you make the next step? Did Martin Davis take that next step to be a consistent professional in Malta? I don't think he has done that. And it's the same thing I said. Let Whisper play, let him dominate, and then we see. And obviously, we're going to hear so I call for him same way too. Well, him father same can play for Trinidad or America. If he's still allowed to play for Jamaica, we're going to be calling for him. Yeah, we're going to be calling for him to play, JD, because we're not biased when it comes to player. But one thing me now going to do is jump out the window when it comes to players. This is football. You get into academies on potential, but you get into the first team on actually being ready. Look at Omari Hutchinson. Omari Hutchinson is way ahead of a Whisper, even though they're in different they play different position. Omari Hutchinson is not in the first team at Chelsea. He got on the bench at Arsenal. That's what I'm saying. And the kid has tons of potential. But when you hit the big league, JD, It's not about potential anymore. Ilanga, same thing with Ilanga at Manchester United, struggling to start for the Swedish national team. He's coming off the bench because they're saying he's a raw diamond. He's not understanding his game fully yet. And that's why the discussion with certain people in Jamaica about football, you're gonna discuss it in a vacuum or in a circle because they're limited to the Manning Cup and the DaCosta Cup. When we're grading players on a worldwide level as far as talent is concerned. Thank you for taking my call. I will listen to the rest of the show. Bless up
Now, the
yourself.
rest of the show don't know, Big Boss. Thanks for calling in, all right? So we have to chop up the
All
next thing
right.
tomorrow. Because at
All right.
2:02, yeah, the ball, I'm gone. Big
All
up,
right.
respect,
Bless you.
yeah? All right. Yeah, man. So, guys, thanks for another one. I have not done 3 of the topics them. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna hide every Blake. You see, for any name Blake, me no know. You have to find a lake jump in, you know, because me have to hide every Blake until me done my job, and then me bring on the Blakes them. So me go try go through it faster and done everything, and then we invite the Blakes them to come on because them take over the show. So thanks everyone that came here, put super chat, put the like button, subscribe to the channel, and worried Mr. Pastor. I am very tired. So I saw Mr. Butler. Mr. Butler, please, if you want to come on, just get in touch to me. Tell me when you can come on, and let me just prepare a show for your big boss. All right, and then we can chop it up, and then you can say what I have to say. You know, yes, man. But I'm tired, Mr. Butler. Hope all is well with you, and don't go on the boat and drive around. All right, yes, man. Take care. So, Mr. Lanzi, can you say something fast to the people, them? It's fast because my eye got drop out
Thanks for a
before.
good one. See you in the next one. Have a grand time.
It is the greatest thing. Thank you very much, Sir Pastor. I never knew you could have pulled it off. Peace, peace of people.